Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, mini-series, and long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, the long-awaited, much-acclaimed, world-famous Part 2 of our Orbital Blues one-shot from, I want to say, like, 4 months ago? 5 months ago? Total
What is
guess.
time?
Total
A
guess. I
long
legit
time.
have no clue.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back. Part 2, Orbital Blues. Before we get into it, do just a few announcements to go through. The first being that we have a sponsor for tonight's stream, which is Soul Muppet Publishing, the publishing house that actually published this game amongst tons of others. A bunch of very cool games. Highly recommend you go check them out. We're going to post a link in chat so that you can do just that. And if you do use our link and decide to go check them out, anything that you decide to get from their very cool catalog does go to support us, and we heckin' love you for it. As I desperately try to find the link, there it is. Someday I'll just pin this. Someday. It's not today. Maybe tomorrow. Other than that, if you missed any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel. It's just Lost Caravan RPG on YouTube. We have over 300 videos, which is absolutely crazy. Some of them are reaching like 1,500 views, which is also
That's crazy.
Anyways, go check it out. A bunch of really talented, really cool people telling a bunch of really cool stories, and I'm there too. Just go support all these wonderful people. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all we got. I'm going to kick up some music here. We can go around. Spirit of the West. Go around, have everyone tell you who they are and who they're playing tonight. And what their trouble is. Because everyone's got troubles in the old Space West. First up is Turk.
Yeah, hey everybody. My name's Turk, or Turk Extended, if, like me, you sometimes don't want to be nice and intend to just be mean to your friends online for hours at a time, and you've waited 5 months to let all the energy out. No,
That's right.
it's not.
It was
But-
March originally, then scheduled for May, so it's been going a long time, y'all.
I don't know, it's forever. Time is a circle, and who knows? Anyway. I will be playing Hale tonight, whose trouble is that he spent some time behind bars for a crime that he technically did commit but didn't sign on to do. And now he's got some cool new friends and cooler ideas, and has a lot of problems with the way things have played out. I think it's mostly been handled, but I guess we'll see how calm those waters are. I know, yeah, exactly. I'm feeling it, Steve. It's a very
I think it's this.
yeah. Is that what you want to show up first? Anyway,
Moving over to Holly. The ray of sunshine in this group, I'm sure.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Kate, Fancy Barlow, and she is. I would say her trouble is lovesick. She's still reeling from essentially a lost love. So, I do apologize for my voice. And she is pretty young. She is a wild card for sure. Pretty sure she's in a love triangle, but she doesn't know yet.
It's sometimes a love triangle, sometimes it's a rivalry triangle. We're not.
It's fine.
it's a
Like,
love
she's-
squiggle. I've seen
Nice.
Naruto. I know how it works.
Love that.
And speaking of love triangles, over to Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor. We're at _potato underscore or not underscores. I don't know. My branding's screwed. But I'll be playing Boz. I'm the Oh, what was my official thing? I'm a pilot. I'm a little troublemaker. I don't remember what my handle was itself, but or archetype. But yeah, we're doing great. We have all of our best friends back together again under one roof, and everybody, it's all wonderful, and it's going to be great.
You are the driver.
And we're gonna driver, thank you. We are going to definitely make it out of this campaign with all 10 digits.
All of 11, 10, 9,
All of them.
whatever's left.
That's
Yeah.
the hope, right?
That's the hope.
Over to Steven.
That's me. Yeah, I am Steven. You can find me online at DJ Stevosaurus on pretty much everything. And I am playing Quincy Hopkins, your old detective. Weird emphasis on the old because I panicked with the voice, but there we are. And he is also lovesick, working to get over the death of his wife.
And then, of course, last but not least, over to Karish.
Hi, I'm Karish. Karish Valandar on pretty much everywhere that I'm on. I am playing Quinn, and she is the quick draw. But she likes pistols and shooting things real fast. Her trouble is she is too big for her boots sometimes. Like, she thinks she's the best and does not like doubting herself.
And that just leaves me, of course. I am Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here, I will be playing everybody else in the entire universe. No big deal.
Easy.
Well, now that that's out of the way, why don't we do a little recap and then dive on in. Last time, 5 months ago, we all busted our good friend Hale out of jail. And of course, by that I mean Hale was finally released on parole. You all went to collect him and just have not been by to pay a visit to Hall's parole officer. But I'm sure that's fine. We went out for a drink. Happened to overhear some bounty hunters loudly discussing the job that had fallen into their laps. Simply hunting down one lone ship and the pilot, the captain aboard it for a sizable bounty. You all took this information, literally ran with it, punching one of them in the face. Got to your ship and got out of it. It was a fairly smooth ride on the way to this derelict vessel, where you found the captain half crazed, shooting at anything that moved, which included all of you. One of you almost biting the bullet, almost singing your swan song. Not quite. It was not destined for this day. You captured your quarry, as well as his personalized energy revolver, which made you a deal, because yes, it is sentient, that it would transfer ownership to you. It would help you, as long as it gets eventually returned to its original owner.
Did we know who that original owner was?
Refuse to tell you.
It did, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We didn't have the proper credentials for
The
gun.
Oh,
credentials.
that's right. Ship.
Oh,
Take me back to
yeah.
my owner, but I'm not authorized to tell you who that is. You figure it out.
Exactly. What, you want me to do all the work? No, I shoot things. You do the heavy lifting. You do the traveling. I just shoot things. But yeah, from there we had a very, very wonderfully pleasant interaction between Hale and Boz and Kate, where clearly they're in a love triangle and not at all about to kill each other. And I do believe that's where we left off. Now, the Wayward Sun, our decommissioned run-down former military ship, covered in scratches and bumps and bruises and battle scars from weapons that most people probably couldn't identify. This ship has lived multiple lifetimes. It has enough stories to fill a library. And currently it sits in the hands of our heroes. Air quotes around the heroes.
Everything's subjective anyways. Like,
It's the space western. Everyone's a little lawless here. But as our camera pans down, we're met with the dim lighting that casts its long shadows across its metallic corridors. The walls are adorned with various patches, necessary over the years to keep this thing going. Faded posters from a history long gone, and enigmatic markings left from some less than legal deeds. The air carries this mix of a metallic tang and a hint of burning oil, which you kind of get used to. The central hub of our ship, the makeshift command center, if you will, features more of these patchwork, salvaged pieces along with panels and monitors from anywhere and everywhere you could get them. The screens all flicker sporadically, displaying various data feeds, star charts, and law enforcement information. It's always good to stay one step ahead. A small holographic map hovers over the most central console, showing the current location as well as locations of nearby planets. A hint of excitement kind of fills parts of the ship as the bounty you're currently carrying is worth quite a bit. It's enough to get you ahead and at least get you set up for a proper job. Your prisoner currently sits below deck, shackled in what you could call a makeshift prison. I'm
This
gonna
is a
ask,
shower we don't use.
basically, yeah. We're not sure what this room was. There's pipes, there's nozzles. We just don't ask. We just slapped a metal door on there and called it a prison. But
The only
I'm
thing
a
the
pilot,
nozzles
not
do,
a mechanic.
It just makes it humid in there. It doesn't actually put out water, just steam. Ugh. It's like something growing there, and we've had someone come in, and it's not mold. It's something that some kind of evolutionary jump from mold, and
well, with that in mind, I'm gonna ask, what would you all like to do? Where would you be in this long, long trek back to turn in this bounty?
Quinn is getting acquainted to her new gun by... I don't know if there's an official firing range or if it's just something she set up to have a firing range.
It's probably just
Like a
something
long...
you found.
It's a long hallway that she's told people don't go down. You might get shot.
what's this ballistics background doing in here? Jesus!
So that's probably what she's been spending most of her time doing.
When, of course, your new firearm, having set you as an authorized user, would, like every other shot, probably give you just the most helpful information of, if you just held your breath longer, you wouldn't be so bad at aiming.
Is there a way for me to shut that voice thing off? I know what I'm doing. I've been shooting for a very long time.
Of course not. I'm here to help. How could I help if I didn't have a voice?
Maybe you would be helpful by not talking while I'm shooting.
That would be counterproductive.
Okay.
Would you like me to run a subroutine program to teach you how to aim?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Computer active tutorial.
You've activated tutorial mode from missing too many times.
Damn it!
But yeah, I'm sure the sound of these like super heated mini tungsten rounds just absolutely just sinking into the hull of the interior of this ship would probably be audible to most of you. If any of you wanted to go say hi.
I do.
I also do.
How dare you want to do what I want to do?
I absolutely picture a moment where the Hale and it's been 5 months. I'm gonna remember these names, I promise. Hale and
Fancy.
Tate. Fancy, that's right. The two of you like step out into the hall at the same time, both headed the same direction, and you're just walking side by side.
Are you gonna keep following me the entire time?
Oh well. I guess if that's what you see, then I guess I'm following you.
Stop it.
Ooh,
I'm
Boz
gonna-
feels sad now.
I'm gonna do a blues check some sad.
No, she don't know. She don't know what's going on.
I'm just trying to find out who the hell's shooting in the ship. Like that's not gonna blow out all our eardrums in time.
Well, I mean, there's only so many of us here, so who do you think it could be?
You getting an attitude with me, Fancy?
I guess. Like I said, you're gonna call it what you want anyways.
Someone ought to do something about you. And he's gonna storm off and keep heading towards where someone is clearly very obviously shooting in a confined environment, which was, I don't know, maybe.
Right? I'm at this point, I'm gonna like let him go ahead, like storm off, and I'm just gonna like leisurely walk behind him. I'm in no hurry.
Yeah, Hale, you'd step into what was probably a barracks, maybe a storage room. There's like targets set along one wall, holes absolutely filling this, like 20 to 24 inch thick, like steel plating.
Just feel like walks in halfway down the corridor as as the door opens, another shot rings. Just, have you lost your damn mind, Quinn?
No, have you lost your damn mind walking in here when someone's practicing their shooting?
This is a hallway. This is the inside of a ship. You want to send us all out into space?
Well, it's better practicing when there's no one chasing after us with, look what happened to Hop last time. I'm trying to do this so that we don't have what happened last time happen again. Do you want me to go outside and practice?
Might do you something better. I can help you find the way.
You're the one who gave me this gun. I have to practice. Did you know this gun told me that it wants to help me learn how to aim because I apparently can't aim?
And maybe you wouldn't need to practice in the hallway if you knew how to aim.
Jesus.
Yeah, like she's tiny, so she's just like.
I can aim. Thank you very much.
Not according to the gun you're firing.
Would you like to try? Al?
No.
She'll hold out the gun.
I don't need to use guns.
Mm-hmm.
I got my own weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I think this made Knuckles a crack on that one if I want to, but a series of Knuckles cracks.
I do believe this other user is telling the truth. There are enough criminal records on his file. I don't believe he needs a firearm.
Can everyone hear that?
Okay. Well, thank you, gun.
I do
Thank you,
suggest
doesn't say.
reporting to the local authorities to turn him in.
You think I should listen to my gun now, Hal?
You're free to try, but it's your shoulders.
Just remember, I wasn't the one who put you in jail last time.
Hale's going to approach and just put one big hand on your shoulder. I know. but you let it happen. And pat on the side.
I
Now,
wasn't even there.
you won't keep firing this thing. Find some way to keep it quiet. I'm trying to sleep. The entire ship probably built out of one singular cast iron piece of shit. I can hear every time you're clanking off the walls.
All right, what is your suggestion then?
Don't know. Stack all your mattresses up. Princess and the P this shit.
Well, then you
Something
would be
that
feeling
lets-
the tiny little bullet underneath it.
Just let me sleep.
Fine, I'll be done.
Talk to your gun. See if it's noise canceling.
No,
No, I can't even get it to shut up.
Well, then you wait till we're in Atmo. Somewhere nice and private.
Fine,
Thank you.
She's just gonna sit there and like twirl the gun like a little bit.
I'm sensing elevated hostilities. Would you all like me to play some soothing music?
Oh my god, no.
What?
Some very soft jazz starts playing from the gun.
Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed.
Tell you what, Fancy, why don't you have one of your conversations with her? That ought to fry that gun out or something. And he's gonna walk past both. I hear it again. I'm coming back with a screwdriver and something to tear that thing apart.
And before he's out of earshot, I'm like, no, you won't. You're full
Good
of
night,
shit.
Princess. Good night, Princess Hal.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a pause by the door and just like a.
The music cuts. Two of you are just left in silence.
I'll look at Quinn and I'm like, I'm not a very good shot, but do you think maybe, you could teach me something? Just something.
Well, I can't teach you shooting right now. And she gives a pointed look at the door.
Hale's just a crotchety old man without being old. So, it's not much.
He's been that way for a while. Even before this last jail stint.
So he's been there before, huh?
Well, you heard my gun.
Well, it doesn't have to be this gun, and I pull out just like a little derringer, and I know it's up close or whatever, but I'm just like, if you could just like maybe help a little at some point. It doesn't have to be right now. And I like roll my eyes as I say that.
So are you looking like have you used that before?
And like Fancy is like she's like, well, I've showed it it's not big, but I've showed it and it's just not something that I have needed. I tend to use rumors. That's my currency.
Gotcha. So you do words over bullets.
Yes, I am.
But sometimes words don't always do the job, as it were.
Yes, I'm finding that out very quickly, and I was hoping maybe that's the reason why I need your help.
Well, I'm sure I can show you something. I mean, that's not the type of gun I typically work with, but basics are the same, and if you do it right, one shot's all you need.
Perfect.
I mean, we can't shoot, but she'll kind of step back and motion for Fancy to stand up. Show me how you stand when you fire that.
And like, so Fancy does what Quinn asked her to do, and and just because she probably knows Hale's not that far, yeah, she like pulls it up and she shoots it off.
Sounds
Well, I didn't say anything about
echoes out.
firing, but
Oh, sorry, that was personal vendetta.
that's fine.
Happy to leave the two of you to your firearms and stance training to return to our makeshift bridge, where a game of bridge and or gin might be being played.
I forgot about Bridge too. Yeah, all the things.
I just had to pull out all the old card games that my grandparents would play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hop is probably up there cooking breakfast, whistling or humming a TV theme song that is legally distinct from Andy Griffith. You can't copyright claim us. It's not that. It's Andy Griffith.
Hops, would you actually make me the first roll of the game and just make an observation roll? Which is
Yes,
purely
you can make
2d6, and you need to get an 8 or higher.
Fantastic. Because it's all in the details of my gambit, I get to roll this with the upper hand.
So 3d6
On
and take the 2
observation check.
highest.
And what's that? Hey, dice, get back here. I see you. Fucking 10.
10. There,
It got stuck under the light stand.
your food rations aren't as prevalent as you remember them being. And you're here to make meals, you are here when people come to just grab snacks. Things are rationed out so that you can all survive until you can get bored again. But you are missing food.
Evidence of space rats?
No.
Or space cockroaches?
As rundown as your ship looks, it is very clean.
Ghost space rats.
Terrifying, but alright.
Pop, I'm trying real hard to not peek at your cards, so you want to maybe play a hand here? You look a little lost in thought or something.
Yeah, we're just missing food from somebody or somewhere. Hell is best. That might have been it. Boy's big.
Just like it went poof, or like critters got it.
And no space rats. I'm not here. That might be gunshots. So, space rats sound suspiciously like gunshots. And no, it's just up and gone.
I don't quite know what to think about that. Do we have enough for breakfast though? Like, how soon do we need to make a stop? Because I've gotten real accustomed to your breakfasts, and I would miss them.
Months worth of travel still. You're not in danger or anything. It's just like everything is rationed out and rations are missing.
Yeah. Now we should be fine until we get back, turn this guy in. Just odd. I certainly could have miscounted too.
I will keep an eye on it. Hopefully, if all goes well, when we get to restock, it'll be much better quality things.
Yeah, we can afford actual meat.
What you been serving us?
Space
That's not
meat?
meat. Oh. Nah, whatever. It's delicious.
Package that says
It's meat
pork.
per se.
It's pork.
Fuck. Just, yeah. Like, in the boxes, Hop has handwritten, like, air quotes around pork.
Yeah, well, makes no difference to me. How you holding up after that whole gunfight and such?
I've had better days, that's for sure. But I've had worse. Keeping you kids around helps me stay at least young. As young as I can.
Yeah. I'll keep you as long as possible, as long as you keep keeping me alive. Quite sure I'm gonna have a lot of trouble keeping hail from wringing my neck if you're not around to step in between it.
Yeah, I should probably talk to that boy sometime. He's got what we call issues. So.
Well, he's definitely interesting. Unique. Really
He's
brings
something,
a personality that we were missing on the team.
It was quieter around here without him.
And without that gun. Should we be worried that there's like active gunfire inside our ship? Like, I'm sure we're good, right?
I mean, we know where it's coming from, right? That's just Quinn.
Yeah. I mean, she knows how to not shoot a hole in the side of the ship, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we only have to worry when Quinn doesn't know where the ship's coming from. Because it's not coming from her, it's not coming from any of us. That's when we worry.
That's why we keep you around, Hop. You got all the smarts.
Do you think our gun could, like, shoot on its own? It talks.
Do you think it has like a mind of its own, or is it just like a program? Like, is it gonna turn on us or something?
I think it seems to have a mind of its own. It's a bit of a prick. I don't mean to use such coarse language around a lady. I am sorry, boss, but it is a prick.
Oh, yeah, it's a downright asshole, honestly. But I'm wondering if that's just because it spent so much time with that other asshole that's in the showers. I mean, Brig, or...
Yeah, well, maybe it goes off like, what do you kids call it? The vibes of the person that has it?
That's what it is, so
So
maybe
maybe
it'll
it's
chill out.
time to like, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't give it to hell, because then it will shoot people on its own.
While this conversation is going on, Boz has looked at your hand, played your cards, looked at her hand, played her cards. It's just like fully while you're cooking. You are winning.
Flipping pancakes. I always do.
Pork pancakes.
Oh, pork, bacon, and pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the two of you are free to continue breakfast and finish your game. Where, Hale, you're returning to your quarters. I feel like Hale is the kind of person that tends to know everything you own, where it is, just at a glance can tell when something is amiss.
It's very useful in a prison environment, yes.
Absolutely. Someone has been in your room.
What is moved specifically? Because Hale didn't have a lot in there.
You're noticing like the dresser, the door is open just like about half an inch. Like the bed has been lifted up and set back down. It's just slightly askew from the frame. Like someone was just looking for anything, or whatever it was that they were looking for. Maybe didn't find it.
Do we have an intercom system or some way to communicate amongst all ourselves here on the ship?
It's makeshift. It works about 90% of the time.
I'm gonna walk out to the
It's just
first
tin
intercom
cans.
thing I can. Those pipes at the playground instead of.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that, but I didn't know if anybody else would get the reference.
I hit for a full ship broadcast and just, any one of you came in my room, you best bring back what you took. I will find out what it is. I will find who has it, and I will break every single one of the bones in each of your hands and feet until you tell me where you hid it. You scum, sucking slices of succotash.
He said succotash.
As I'm getting
It's-
every other word, we should probably go make sure Fancy isn't dead, because that's going to be his first suspect.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's
exactly what I was thinking, actually.
I think the
Amber
other
knew
three of
it.
us are smart enough to not. Yeah, she knew. I think the rest of us know to not steal things. I'm still on thin ice, so honestly, I do about anything he asks me to, so I don't get hurt down the road.
Look, we're gonna leave, hash this out, and calm everybody down a bit. And Hop will press the button in the bridge and just breakfast. Let's hope they don't kill each other before they get here.
Mm-hmm.
The word breakfast is broadcast shipwide.
Well, I think we've had enough practicing on stances and stuff. Why don't we go get some breakfast and maybe try to avoid Hal on the way there?
Say that again. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that I think that's enough practice on stancing and stuff. Hoop's got
Oh.
or Hop's got done, so and let's try not to run into Hal on the way there because he sounded a bit upset. Did you go into his room?
No.
I don't think any of the rest of us would go into his room.
Mm. Well, is that the guy that we took, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about that? When was the last time
He's
somebody
far as
checked
I
on
know.
him? I mean, it's still pretty early, right?
Oh yeah, you've been traveling for maybe a couple days.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it could be him. I can't. I don't think he's gotten out or anything.
Is there like a calm nearby as we're walking? Like, do we like just walk past one or something? Like we're heading that way.
A lot of them are just hanging from the ceiling, just like
Perfect.
someone just ran wires down and it's just hanging a button.
Good. All right, cool. I grab one and I'm like, when was the last time someone checked on the guy that's our cargo?
Oh shit! Was today my day, or was yesterday my day? No, it's today my day. Today's my day.
Are you doing this over calm?
No, just a hop. Hop, you going down there in a couple of days?
I mean, we've only had him a couple days. I figured one of you kids was doing it. Heading down those stairs is hell on my knees, so.
That's fair. What a coincidence. Today was my day, so I was gonna go do that right now. How about before breakfast? I'll check in.
Just real quick.
We also probably should give him breakfast.
Oh, I've been shooting it down one of those random pipes. I think it goes there.
I'm good at this.
Stop, Taylor.
Just real
He yelled
quick.
back at me, so I assume.
Hit that stairwell, just start sprinting your way down. It gets warm, it gets humid. There's the smell of some rotting food, as not all of it makes it down. But yeah, you'd see still tucked away behind that makeshift metal door in whatever room this was. A figure just kind of sitting back against the wall. Looks up to stare at you.
Hi. I brought a pancake and bacon. In like a little breakfast taco.
He just stares.
All right. I'm gonna just sit that right there for you. You doing good? Need any? I think we patched you up a bit, but
He's gonna like pick up just a little like chunk of metal or like rock or something and just hurl it at the door.
all right, that's fair. That's fair. We are turning you in for a bounty, but all right. Well, enjoy your pancake.
It's nothing.
I'll like look around. Is anything else out of place around here? Seem
Observation
changed.
roll, please.
I can do that. Is that savvy?
It's just 2d6.
Just 2d6. That's 7.
7. Really looks out of the ordinary. I don't imagine he spent a ton of time down here, but nothing immediately catches your eye.
All right, well, bye. And I'll walk out, but I'm like walking backwards, going up the stairs until like I lose eye contact or view of them, and then head back for breakfast.
Is everyone convening for breakfast?
Yeah, yes.
I'm gonna do a drive-by of breakfast, grab something, but I am looking for an intruder.
I'll give you our third observation roll.
Well, gosh, okay.
Gee willikers, mister.
All right.
So sorry, 2d6
Just 2d6.
plus just 2d6.
Nothing.
You look an
That's
8 or
nothing.
higher.
Well, one of those is a 6 and the other's a 3, so that's gonna be a 9.
Beautiful. You recently passed down this hall. You noticed that all the doors were shut. No one's passed by since you've been here. But you are seeing that some of the doors are ajar.
I'm checking each one. I'm being real thorough with this.
It's
Like,
other
I'm-
people's rooms. It's like a storage closet.
I am following this trail to its natural, logical conclusion, and then I am taking that conclusion and I'm shoving it up whoever's fault it is ass.
I think following the natural trail of doors, following this almost like trail of breadcrumbs, you get to about the end of the hall, the final door, not seeing any other open doors past it. Peer inside and see cleaning supplies, the nice, a decent sized room. It's just full of shit.
I step into the room and close the door behind me. Make sure that light works. You're in here, about to wish you weren't. And I wanted to slowly work my way through this room, disturbing everything that could potentially be a stack or a hiding spot.
Just finding like that first set of crates, peering in, getting to the next one. Before you do eventually hear rustling, like someone just kind of shifted to back up a little.
Oh, come on, ain't you ever seen any horror movies? No, you ain't supposed to move. And I'm gonna head over towards where the wrestling is and just kind of stand right in front of it before kind of try quickly move something aside to reveal.
Rip away like the metal sheet that's in front of like the back corner of this room to stare down at yellow hair, big old set of brown eyes, and a tongue that's just kind of hanging out of the side of the mouth. Looks at you, head cocks to the side a little. Canine.
Is this a
Face
golden
palm.
retriever?
Yellow dog. Back in the old days, they may have called it some breed of retriever.
Got Airbud.
Just look at What the hell are you? Is it big, like full grown, or is this like
60 pounds.
Oh, okay, so like yeah, one arm. Yeah, Hale's just gonna go to reach down and scoop it up, like partially by the scruff, and then like grab the back leg so it doesn't try and kick out at him. Like, what the hell are you doing here?
Just try to wiggle it first for about 5 seconds. Stops. And just reaches out the tongue to try to lap it inside your face.
What kind of alien thing are you, huh? All right, you come with me. Put it under an arm and just start carrying it.
Tail's now wagging.
I'm taking it back to breakfast.
For a brief second, I misheard you as taking it back for breakfast.
I mean, it's on the table. Not yet, but yeah,
It could be.
it could be.
Yeah, the three of you be sitting down, hear Boz coming up the stairs, and hear the main door open to see Hale coming in. A very furry, four-legged creature with big old floppy ears, tail just wagging behind it.
Well, that space rat's a little bit bigger than I was expecting.
I think it's some kind of dog they got on here. Whose is it?
Wait. Oh,
Does it have a collar?
It is also filthy.
Why
oh,
do you
man.
think it's one of ours?
Does it smell?
Do you think
Yeah.
it's been on the ship since we bought it? Someone left it there, or it snuck on? Or, well, bought it.
Ask you one more time. Is this any of yours?
Clearly not.
I
Do I
Good.
look like
it's
I could
real
ever be
cute.
responsible enough for any other living being ever besides myself?
I have
We
my
should
talking gun
name
to
it.
keep me company.
Well, it's mine now, and I
Feel
leave.
it.
I mean, I'll help.
I grab one more pancake, and leave and chew on it, and then feed the rest of the dog. I'm leaving the room.
Wait, so we just accepted that this dog can open doors?
Have I ever seen anything like it?
Have you had much public education?
Good question. I would say not a ton, but again, I know I have a lot of information. Regardless,
Yeah, I mean,
Just-
it's entirely possible you know what a dog is. But
okay. I just like wonder because like if it's like, okay,
But seeing one, a very rare creature to see.
okay, that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, have I
Do
seen
you
one?
actually know how to? Do you know how to take care of that dog?
Me?
Yeah,
On the way out?
Holding the dog.
I mean, you're the one that said you were keeping it and not sharing it with anybody else.
Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I couldn't care for anything. I know how to keep it. You feed it, you wash it, you give it water. It's like a
Yeah.
person.
You might want to get to washing it.
And we
I
can
want
start.
to get off my back.
Hale, are you
Awesome.
gonna talk to it the same way you talk to everyone?
No, don't worry. You're still special.
No, thank you.
I'm just
What you
saying,
gonna
like,
name it?
Well, Riley, no.
It's gotta have a good name. Especially a dog that we accept, and it's just opening doors and rifling through our things and eating food. Like,
And hold
this
it
is
up.
our.
Hold up its two hands.
Well,
Opening doors.
where did you find it?
Well, yeah, on the ship.
Well, I know on the ship, but like where?
In the
Like was
supply
it?
closet. The
No,
janitor.
So it was in the supply closet and it was in your room.
It was in all your rooms, to be fair.
Did you go in our
Which-
rooms?
I might know they are messy.
Did it go in my room? Like,
Uh,
Oh.
I think, like, at the smell of food as you've been talking, it just kind of looks over at, like, the cabinets of where you store all the food. All of them, of course, like, electronically locked. They require the lock to be disengaged, and one of them just opens.
See, there's that, and the fact that the food was not torn into, it was gone.
It just opened for him?
It just opened
stared
in
at it.
general.
And it opened.
Put it down.
No.
You got
Put it
a
down.
dog.
He is my
I'm not
prisoner.
gonna take it. We both know it's gonna like me more in the end, but I'm
He
not
is
taking it.
my prisoner and subject of interrogation. Now,
Okay.
how'd you do that? I look at it.
Again, tries to lick you in the face.
We
Don't you
set the
stop.
dog down. I do
Put the
not think you
dog
are
down.
properly equipped for this, Hale.
What you mean by that, huh? Think I can't be
I mean,
sweet?
when the dog misbehaves, you can't just punch it.
I would never punch a dog. How dare you?
Alright, you say that one and put Teg's big ol' steamer on your bed. See what happens.
Clearly, y'all just angry about my magic dog.
No, I just don't want the dog to die.
Dog ain't gonna die. Dog's gonna have a nice, good life.
Can
Nah,
you
I
put
could
down
name
for
a dog.
just a moment?
I put the dog down, but I do give it some scritches.
Will immediately just saunter over with his big old golden retriever mitts, go up to the cabinet, just like grab a bag of something, turn, and just start headed back towards his closet.
Oh,
Like, take the food,
so
drop it.
smart.
We have actual food for you.
How did we get this ship?
Well,
Who had it before us?
Chip. That's cute.
The ship was decommissioned military vessel at an auction lot for very
Okay.
little.
Good. That's what I thought I remembered. So,
For a how. We bought it for a how.
You also may not have actually bought it.
right. Okay. So then, what I'm
Who's
understanding. And how long have we had it?
I
We
believe you
had
got
it
it
for
like
5
right
minutes.
before you picked up Hale.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had this dog for 5 minutes.
Perfect. We
No,
get it. It's yours, Hale.
and it is clearly magic. That's why I think we should call him Genie.
Doesn't that concern you having a magic dog?
Does it concern you having such a problem shooting something?
Yeah, to be fair, your gun talks. So,
Well,
You know what? Fine. You take care of the dog, but it can't be taking all of our food because then there won't be any food for the rest of us.
I look
What?
over at Boz and I'm whisper like, when are we going to get something?
Right. As I'm just like sneakily handing bacon to the
I'm
dog.
like pulling it off
know.
of the plates and like passing it along because it's going to like us more.
I think
Honestly,
you
maybe.
both notice, like, as you are feeding the food over, that, like, the nearest console to the dog is going haywire.
I'm gonna check that out.
As soon as the dog gets up to walk away, it's fine.
I think I need to give your dog a bath and maybe check and see if it's got any sort of chips or mechanical disturbances or something in it.
do we take him to a veterinarian or
Maybe
an
it should
IT
just-
specialist?
Maybe it could just stay in the closet till we figure out what's going on.
We're bringing it wherever we're going, because I'm not about to space a dog.
No one said we were going to space the dog.
Well,
Maybe we just
talking
need to
about
find
send
out
it places.
more
We
about
need
it.
to turn in our bounty. That's
you
what
ever
y'all
seen
need
a
to
dog
worry
before?
about.
Before today, Hale, have you ever seen a dog?
Never seen a dog before. Looks down at the dog. You're a dog, right?
Just looks at you,
Just some for me.
side of its mouth, happy as can be.
That's a dog. That's all I need to know.
We're gonna have to look at it, Hale.
Well, you're free to look.
You can stay with it the whole time.
Good. It needs a wash, as someone so keenly pointed out.
Maybe you can take it down to the showers and.
You all eat, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
that
take
guy's
this.
very angry down there. I would suggest not. He's throwing things.
I'll take the actual showers, not the.
Oh,
Whatever
not
that
the, not
one
the
was.
extra showers. Yeah.
I'm gonna go bring our dog to the showers and give him a proper scrub.
The former boiler room where you just kind of jury-rigged some of the pipes to like spray water at a reasonable temperature.
Hmm.
Make sure to brush him. He's probably got some mats.
I think I know the answer to this, but Hale doesn't actually know much about the anatomy or care of dogs.
No, absolutely fucking not. He is going to be winging this, but he has met other animals, and he's going to be basically just washing off the dog. You know, seeing where dirt is. That's how dog work, clearly.
Loves it. Flops down in the middle of the shower and just lays there.
What is this, my dog?
I mean, you're also noticing as you're walking, sometimes doors will just open, sometimes cabinets will just pop out, sometimes there's interference over comms. Things just happen. Otherwise,
Do you
happy
think this
sleeping?
ship was just ran by a whole crew of dogs at one point in time? And this is just the only one left after they put it up for auction? Because that would be something.
I mean, it could also just be a junkyard dog that ate something it wasn't supposed to.
We just now noticed that there was a dog when we've been on here for a while now.
Look, I don't leave the bridge much. You know, gotta keep the.
Do you think
keep
it
the thing
came from
going.
that? Do you think it came from the other ship though? From like the.
I mean, we had to jump through space, so I don't. I think we would have noticed him following
I
us
think
then.
just a dog flying through.
No. I mean, when we were well, I guess we didn't dock, did we? We were.
Oh yeah, we had to like.
You did dock at the Serpent's Nest.
Yeah, that's true. You could have been.
It
from
could have snuck on them.
Why
But
would
it seems
you say-
way too dirty to have just showed up that recently.
What if he's a spy? What if like whatever's going on and he's like scanning all of our info and it's all getting sitting back to somebody?
Like
I
I
also kind of
said,
think that about your gun too, by the way. So I just may be mistrusting.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it does say it has a rightful owner, so which isn't
Yeah.
me.
do you have it on you?
Yeah. Do you want me to go put it away? I can go put it away.
No, maybe you should show it to the dog. It told us an awful lot about Turk.
Yeah, maybe he knows about the dog.
I would
You mean
be forced to
Hale?
tell you.
I don't know,
Hale.
no, Turk.
If I was selling your data off to a third party, I would be telling you.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
sorry
gonna-
though.
First off, that's what they all say. Hush.
You say you would be telling me?
Yes, of
How are
course.
you
Oh, that's good. All right.
suggesting to just point the gun at the dog and be like, tell us about him?
No.
All right.
No, I mean,
Just
it's
gently
new.
press the
know
gun
what?
against the dog's thigh.
You know what? At least maybe it'll tell us if it is a dog or a machine or something,
Something
not
else.
a dog. I'll,
What?
Yeah.
and
Hold
plus,
on.
yeah,
What if the dog messes with the gun?
I'm not gonna give the dog the gun.
No, I mean,
It's
it-
a puppy,
like the
right?
interference.
it does the electrical stuff. So what if it like throws the gun off?
Is there a safety on the
A
gun?
60-pound puppy, but yeah.
Is there like a safety that can disconnect, like, I don't know, the something?
If
Make it
there
not-
is, it's not going to tell you about it.
Maybe we
It's
just
not-
like take out the clip and empty the chamber.
I don't know if it works
Is
like
it
that.
like-
Is it like bullets? I guess it does have bullets,
It
yeah.
does have bullets, yeah.
All right, so all right, I'll empty the chamber. Besides, someone might want to check on Hal anyway, so I'll go do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. See, maybe
Yeah.
y'all can look at the closet he was hiding in. See if there's any entrance. I don't know. You're the
I'll make
captain,
sure Hale
boss.
hasn't killed the dog. I think I'm the
I'm
only one
still-
here that's actually seen a dog.
Yeah. I had a storybook about him one time. I'm a little surprised she'll trust me to be captain, but I do appreciate that. I'm gonna go probably just Taylor's forgotten words. Boz says the proper thing. Go through the scans and stuff, see if I can track down this interference, maybe some sort of weird code or stuff in our system. I don't know. Something along that lines.
Running just like basic diagnostics. You get reports of an interference entering the bridge, something causing locks to unlock and relock themselves, and then that interference left and is now below deck in the boiler room.
Can I do like a scan on past data to see like maybe how long in the past these same occurrences have been happening?
Yeah, and for as long as you have had this ship, you've had occurrences like this, but you kind of just attribute it to it being a piece of shit.
Right, didn't think of it. Huh.
I mean,
Over the
now that
intercom.
you know, there does seem to be a pattern of like a creature was just wandering the ship when everyone was asleep and getting your food and getting into your stuff.
Over the intercom. Well, confirmed. It's been here since we've had the place, so it must have been left. I'm sorry, Genie? Is that what naming it? I'm assuming so.
Sound of a shower. His name is Genie.
All right.
Okay.
Confirmed. His name is Genie. It seems like Genie's been wandering around for as long as we've had this place, so. He knows ship real well, because apparently we ain't noticed shit.
So, did Hop go down with, or my character's name is Quinn?
Yeah, Hop is
Okay.
following after to check on Hale, make sure he hasn't somehow armed the dog with his big meaty hands.
No, I mean, you probably first see the soap bubbles just kind of drifting out into the hallway, the steam just kind of billowing out, and I don't imagine that Hale managed to do this without getting soaking wet.
Oh, absolutely. Just still like wearing a long sleeve and a hoodie kind of thing, but absolutely soaked. Yeah.
You doing good, Hal? I'm just asking. I'm not insinuating nothing.
I'm doing fine. And I look down. I assume I'm mostly clean dog now.
Okay. There's still suds kind of around, which is weird because you didn't have soap, but
It's fine. I've been washed down plenty by third parties, so you know. And he's just directing the head of the shower towards it.
Doing the bitey thing.
Fine. We're fine. I'm sorry. Did you think I'd be doing poorly here?
No, I did not. I said I wasn't not insinuating nothing.
Well, by insinuating nothing, you sure seem to be insinuating something by coming down to check on me.
I'm not checking on you. We had an idea that since my gun has record and scans, it could scan the dog and make sure that it is a dog and not like, I don't know, a robot or something. That's it.
Also, you didn't grab towels, so had you one for the dog and one for yourself.
Well, fine. You scan it.
She's going to make a show while Hal's there of unloading the gun, making sure nothing's in the, chamber or anything. And point it next to the dog, but not directly aim the gun at the dog. And her finger is off the trigger.
Tell me the name of God, you canine piece of shit. I'm not afraid of you.
I mean, it would certainly be confused, and you would hear just the audible confusion of, "You're pointing me at something. I'm a firearm. This is not what I was meant for."
Okay, but you can scan things. I don't care. You know things, obviously.
This creature
Is that-
is not human.
Okay, it is a creature, though.
Yes.
Do you know the name of this creature? Like the species?
I do believe this was called a golden retriever breed of dog, originating on Earth in 1868. An individual named Lord Tweedmouth made it a yellow wavy-coated retriever named Noose with a tweed water spaniel named Belle.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
So after it's done its spiel, she'll put it back in her holster. Alright, so it's a dog. That's all I was checking.
Oh, can you add? This is so far beyond anything I know. Can you ask the gun if it can tell what's wrong with the dog?
First,
Clearly
I
it-
can hear you.
it's-
There's no need for only Quinn to address me. Second, I am not, as you have claimed, Wikipedia, a much outdated website used on Earth many years ago. I'm a firearm.
A firearm that can scan and detect things. So can you tell if this dog has an anomaly?
Yes, I can.
Did it swallow something?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so tell us. What's wrong with it?
No.
Okay, listen here, you little shit. I'm old. I ain't got much time left for these games. I need to know, could that thing, the dog, Genie, screw with my, pacemaker?
Thinking with pacemaker.
I mean, I don't have one. I just in case.
No response.
Alright. Your gun's a prick.
Yeah, I know. Next time, Hal, next time you get me a gun, can you get me a quieter one?
Think about it.
Okay, thank you.
Help Hale dry off me. Just because who doesn't love drying off a dog? Fun.
Oh, Genie has stepped forward in between the trio of you and has just started shaking violently.
Yeah, they do
Oh.
that.
And unless stopped, we'll just happily trot out of the room and head back towards his hidey hole in the supply closet.
But you don't have to hide back there. You can stay out here with us. Come here, boy.
Hal, do you have like a bed for him? Like a
I can make a bed.
okay. Why don't
gonna
you do
go
that so we
out.
can kind of
Make a bed. Sorry, you telling me what to do?
no? Why are you being so mean to me?
I go and I leave, not answering the question.
He just likes me because I'm old.
So when I get old, he's gonna like me better.
Absolutely. Yeah, all right, Hal. Cards
Wait.
later.
I think as the rest of them are downstairs, Fancy and Boz, the two of you left to clean up duty, to put away what's left of breakfast, would hear a beeping from your communications console, letting you know that you have a hailing.
I'm in the middle of like complaining. I'm like, all right, first get a talking gun, a cool dog, and now we gotta clean up shit. We don't get anything, and we gotta clean up everybody's mess. Oh,
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying, I don't think it's very fair. What? And what's that mean again? Because I'm still learning everything.
it's just like it's like a phone call, right, or like a message that it's a
Pre-recorded
relay
message.
message.
Okay.
Yeah, someone send some sort of message or we intercepting one or something. I don't know. It's still a little iffy. Yeah, go hit play.
Greetings, unregistered military vessel. Scans have reported that you have a fugitive aboard. We would like to peacefully request that you allow us to dock, apprehend said fugitive, and we'll let you go along your way.
Mm-mm.
Is this who we're having? Like, is this in line with who we have to turn in the bounty to, or?
No, this is actual law enforcement. This is a
Gotcha.
registered channel.
You think the fugitive is the old man or the dog?
um, that's a good question.
Is it like
I mean-
open line or pre-recorded?
You could trace it back and create an open line of communication.
Gotcha.
Okay. I mean, I think I hope for everyone's sake that it's not the dog, but specifically Hale. I feel like he could use a win, even though that dog is gonna like me more.
It's gonna happen. I mean, you are much more likable.
Well, thanks, boss.
Hey. Oh shit. All right. World question. Oh,
Mhm.
you first.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna pull down one of the mini wire comms and put it over to the comm and be like, hey, we got a Hale, and not the kind that's on our ship. And I just relay the message to them.
We have the bounty. Is that like a legal thing, or are these bounty hunters like under the radar? Like,
Are any of you legally registered as bounty hunters?
I don't know.
Hop would be.
Yeah,
Probably
probably.
not.
I could see
Are the
Hop, yeah.
Vipers legally
Oh,
registered?
for sure, yeah.
Oh, well then
No.
maybe. I probably would then, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I mean, as long as you have the legal jurisdiction, then you should be fine.
I'll open up a line with them if I can.
Yeah. This is Deputy Marl Cassidy. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Deputy. My call name's Boz. I'm the new, I guess, pilot for this vessel. I got your message and just wanted to maybe clarify a couple of things with you, if you don't mind.
Right.
All right, we are operating with, and I'll give like Quinn's like proper bounty hunting registered name information.
Mm-hmm.
And we are working to take this fugitive back to the proper law enforcement that put out that bounty. So unfortunately, I don't think we are going to be able to stop. Correct?
As much as I respect the honorable profession of bounty hunting, legal precedence trumps your hour-long course in getting your license, I assure you.
But if we don't return it, isn't that then we're doing dirty to other legal courses, you know, the ones that called for him?
Why don't I just come aboard and we can have this discussion face to face?
Fancy is like, no. like 1,000%.
You know, I'm sorry, you said Deputy Marl?
Yes, definitely Marl Cassidy.
Marl? Like the cigarettes, but minus a syllable?
Yes, like the
All
cigarette
right.
brand.
Yeah, all right. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you can see, this is a giant piece of shit. This ship is. We just got it in this bounty, which, oh man, shucks, I guess isn't gonna pay for us to get this up and running. But we don't really have the proper ways to board ships safely. Is there maybe somewhere on land we can meet up?
There's a nearby planet. You pull into Atmo, take your dropships down planet side. We can talk.
Oh, well, I do appreciate that greatly. I'd hate to, get us on the wrong foot here, or accidentally space some of us. That would be no fun. All right, well.
I'm broadcasting it. Like I pulled it down and I'm like holding the button. Everyone, like,
Also, I don't know. Um,
so everybody can hear.
My goal with this is make an outrageous bluff so I can get a blues.
Ooh.
So I'm trying to convince them that we don't have way to dock, and we will definitely meet you down there. Don't you worry about it, buddy.
Yes,
You guys
100%.
just
that
land
counts.
first. We'll be right behind you. I
Right
promise.
behind you.
I'm new in this area. If you could just lead the way, that would be great.
Oh shit! I hit the go button, not the land button. Oh no! Oh,
New ship.
whoopsies.
Oh, in my last ship, those buttons were switched. Wild.
Yeah, 100% that counts for a blues.
All right.
I am gonna ask you to roll your savvy.
I can do. It's literally all I can do. That is 9, 10, 11.
Oh, yeah, no problem. That's fine. Just don't get any ideas about trying to outrun me in that barely functioning scrap heap.
Oh,
When he says this, it is visible, like eye rolling in like anger. Like it's like that's a challenge. I feel like.
I would never think to do such a thing because, quite honestly, we couldn't. You're right. All right. Well, Mr. Marl, I will see you planet side. Shit, guys, what do we do?
Let's test out how far this dog's interference can go.
No joke.
Put them out the cockpit and see if we can like jam their signal.
Are
Extends
we
about
sure they're here
2
for our
feet.
bounty?
I think they're here for the dog, y'all. This is a weird coincidence, and Janie's a cutie, and I absolutely love him.
Because Hal, he served his time. He's not a fugitive.
Correct. I don't think I am.
Did you not?
I think I paid
ask-
off all my bounties.
Did you not ask who they were looking for? That's like question
Well,
number
I didn't
one.
want to give them any sort of information.
Well, you could
be
just
like,
be
oh,
like, "What's the
Mr.
name?"
Joe Schmo.
No, just ask them what name they're looking for, and then we can say no, we don't have them on our ship.
Yeah, but that also kind of implies that we might have multiple suspects of interest on the ship, and we need to verify which one, and then that brings up more red flags.
Well,
Well-
how do they know that our bounty is the one they're looking for?
Apparently, some sort of scan, which makes me think it's that dog.
I mean,
Well-
I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to lose either of these things. So, whichever one it is, it doesn't matter at this point.
I don't think if it's the dog, they're not getting the dog and their lives.
That's what
And they're not getting, they're not getting old boy in the dirty shower either,
Nah. I'd like to have
Yes.
shit that people don't laugh at,
or like can outrun things.
Yeah. We did
From
pretty
the-
good outrunning. Okay.
from the like food pipes where you've just been shoving down rations, you hear an echoed voice come up. I can help you out if you'd let me go. They're not
I'd
gonna
bring
let
back-
you escape. I'm telling you that.
That's great. Who is it? And that's a sweet offering from somebody as sour as yourself.
You're about to hand me over to the authorities. You'd be pretty damn sour too.
Okay, but you were stuck on a ship with a little tiny thing with a little tiny
I
mouth.
was happy.
I'm gonna just say outright, you don't seem any more happy now than you were on the ship.
That's subjective.
All right. Valid. I'm sorry. So they after you?
I don't know. I've been in this hole for a week. Before that, I was stuck on a ship. I think I know about the universe.
So, not making a great case for how you can help us. If at all.
I know how to hit all those little slingshots, those maneuvers. That's lose all those much faster ships. They don't teach them. Military school.
So you're offering to help us outrun them?
So you think you can do it?
My hand over the button like that stops the intercom. I think you can do this on your own, boss. We don't need to risk him. I don't think you went to military school.
Yeah, I learned a thing or two from a couple military folk, but... Alright, so we thinking we're gonna gun it?
Can I ask real quick, do I remember or know anything about this Deputy Marl from Upstays as a PI?
He's one of, 300 million just like him that got a badge doing something right by some law enforcement authority and now probably spends their days looking for crime to go solve.
He's not well known as like a crooked cop who is doing anything suspicious. Though I guess also for clarification, like where do we turn in bounties? Is that to the police?
It's really to whoever issued it. This is not to a police. This is to a corporation.
Okay. So it's not like
God,
standard
what if
procedure.
it's a gun? Is it the same corporation? I didn't ask.
It might be.
We got some weird shit, y'all. And none of it for any...
What is this crew?
I don't trust any of it.
We are a hodgepodge of delight. Anyways, boss, punch it.
Alright. If we gun it, we gun it. I'm gonna try and make it seem like we are following them until they hit into orbit atmosphere to make it a little harder for them to follow as fast as I'm gonna bail.
Okay.
So I want to like slingshot around the edge while they have to now make their break out of atmosphere again.
Perfect.
Yeah, so let's roll with your ship's mobility, which is a +1, because this is not the most agile ship in the galaxy.
And Genie help.
Yeah, while
Yeah, did she be like
is Hal,
Interfere
is Hal
for
on the
good.
bridge with us? Because I assume the four of us are on the bridge. Is Hal on the bridge with us?
I'll be coming up once Genie is
Yeah, I
dropped.
think eventually everyone will probably
okay.
be headed that way.
As Quinn was going to give him a heads up that, hey, we might be doing some maneuvers. Might want to hold on.
3, 2, 1.
As soon as we start pulling or whatever, Hale will eventually like, the hell's going on? And with Genie under tow, wrapped in 2 towels.
They want your dog, or the old man, or the gun.
Or someone.
But I'm flying like it's your dog. Trying
One
to
of
keep
you
safe.
can basically support, which would let Boz roll with the upper hand. So roll 3 dice and drop the lowest.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all helping.
3 and then drop the lowest.
The lowest, yep.
Woo, thank you for that. We have a +1.
Yep.
So that now makes it 6, 9, 10.
Beautiful. So, with a
Let me drop
successful
it.
helm action, you can either perform evasive maneuvers, which basically makes you harder to hit. You can enter a nearby disturbance. You can escape a disturbance. You can make an attack run, or you can ram. Or just simply move in between ranges.
Go to this. Oh my god, speaking of dog,
I think
mine's sitting right next to me breathing on me because I'm eating pretzels. Your breath stinks. You stink. Yeah.
So if you want to just go, you can do that. If you want to aim for a nearby, like, asteroid field or EMF field or...
I mean, go for an EMF field. Our ship can't get any more fucked up.
Yeah.
You're not wrong there. Like, what's gonna bring
Actually,
it
wait.
down?
That might be bad for Genie. I don't know how he reacts to anything.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, I
Oh, rescue
guess
verse for this dog.
it is. Is it like I can gun it and basically I'm pulling farther ahead, or would it be smarter to like evasive maneuver vibes? I just want to get space, so
That
I think
would
I'm just
be fully out of
Well,
ranges.
poof.
We have
go.
nothing but space. We're in.
Yep.
We're in it.
Yep. That is my plan.
Punch the engines, I'll feel the entire ship just shaking. But it does just rocket out away from the planet. Which, of course, after a few moments, the comms would again beep.
Oh,
Bad.
on my last ship, the stop button and the go button were switched. I'm a hang up.
Sorry. I'm through space tunnel.
Right?
It's. I mean, even as you're talking, you would start to hear something about ambush, something. Couldn't trust criminals. And even as you're hanging up, like, your scanners are decent. Again, everything in the ship needs repairs. But you are picking up that one vessel with the deputy. After you hang up, a few moments later, that ship disappears from the radar.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh?
more ships start to take its place.
Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
I think we're being ambushed. Main guy went stealthy, and there's a lot of problems now that maybe we need to take out or avoid.
If there's a lot, I'd say avoid them.
We are officially in space combat.
Oh no. Oh, we did this last time, I
We
think.
did.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So everyone has actions that you can take within a ship. That is helm actions, which is moving. That is sensors actions, which basically gives you information about things nearby. That is communications actions, which is to deliver messages, to communicate with other ships, things like that. Repair actions, which is to repair. And weapon actions, which is used to shoot. So, with that in mind, obviously our fearless Captain Boz here is at the helm. Anyone else have anything that they would be running to?
Hop would go and just start checking maps and like find us the quickest escape route from this area.
I go with Boss because I've been learning how to do things in the cockpit, like fly and shoot.
You can just naturally offer that upper hand roll.
Yep.
Yeah, Hops, if you want to... The sensors is rolling just an observation check, so it's just 2d6.
All right. Would this? I guess would this still count under? It's all in the details because it is an observation check. I don't. Yeah. Just want to make sure for the gambit.
All
Make sure
in
it
the
still applies
details.
to shit
You
combat.
notice a manner of things others might not. You roll with upper hands on all observation checks. Yep.
Okay. Not ideal though. Just a 6.
6. Like midway through searching for any sort of mirror planet, any sort of place you could escape, the entire thing just shuts off for a second, powers back up, and it's the Windows welcome screen as it's reloading back up, letting you know that there was an update.
Just got it. Still finding a route.
Quinn and Hale?
You all go on the guns? Or because first thing Hale's gonna do is get one of those seats and strap in Genie to it.
I mean, I can do guns, or I can, I don't know, do like either weapons or just support. I'll take weapons while you're doing taking care of Genie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I think I'll just be ready for repair at the end of my order.
I assume that you're also close enough that you could offer an upper hand roll to Quinn to fire.
Sure thing, yeah.
So yeah, Quinn. Weapons. It is a systems check, which your systems is a +0.
Great, good.
Said fire across her nose, not up it.
You're rolling
Love
3d6 and dropping the lowest.
Okay. Well, I dropped my d6. Dropping the lowest, you said, or the highest?
Lowest.
Good. That is a 9.
9. You have the choice. Either a broadside assault, which is if your attack hits, you roll a second attack against the odds on the same target. A targeted shot, which means that if your attack hits, you get to do damage to a stat of your choice. Or crowd control. Instead of attacking normally, you make an attack against the odds against a number of enemies equal to your systems, which would be 0. So that one is not super useful.
Don't do that one.
You can either reduce one of their stats or make a second attack.
How many
What's that?
that are chasing us?
I see 3 signals.
3. We'll do broadside. Right, because that'll take down one of their systems in theory.
So
Right.
targeted shot reduces one of their stats,
Okay.
but broadside just lets you fire again.
We'll do target shot then.
Which stat would you like to reduce?
Where are the stats for ships?
You have mobility, have systems, and I believe the last one is
is it body?
It's body or hull, I think, something like that.
yeah.
We will do am I using the mining laser as a gun?
I don't know that you have another weapon.
Okay. Yeah, then we're gonna take out their mobility.
Okay.
Make it harder for them to follow us.
Fantastic choice. One of their like boosters just gets shredded by the biting laser. The entire thing kind of sputters and lists in space a little as it has to recorrect itself. These also, now that they're coming within like full scan range, these aren't military vessels. These aren't authorized police vessels. They're much like you, strapped together pirates. And now they get to open fire. You didn't really take a move when you moved the ship, so I am happy to say that you basically performed an evasive maneuver when you jettisoned out. So all of these attacks have their target number increased by 1 to try to hit you. Which is good. It's a 4. 6. No. All of their shots just go wide, just these beams of energy cutting through space, hitting. Top of the next round is over to you.
Shit, I was thinking these were the ambush for those other guys, so maybe we left out, right? Assuming we don't die to these people. What is...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what when it says like a disturbance in the book, what does that mean?
Anything that affects
Like, enter a
normal
nearby, move out.
operations, anything from natural phenomenons to man-made, like plasma storms, asteroid belts,
Gotcha.
debris fields, things like that.
Gotcha. Okay. What's Hopkins say?
I was just gonna look. Is there a way to, on the scanners, try and figure out what ships these are?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that would be a role. They are clearly pirates.
Okay.
They're stolen vessels, kind of like yours.
We legally acquired it.
Yes.
As most things on this ship, it's air quotes. But yeah, okay, so I guess Hop is doing the same thing to try and find us a good path out.
Yeah. Another systems. Or no, sorry, that's communications. This is just observation.
This is much better. 10.
10. Beautiful. With that, if a sensors roll, you can either Oh, okay. So you could either roll with the upper hand with further rolls. You can scan something remote, which I believe is what you were doing. You can cut through disturbances. You can target enemy ships, which gives you +1 to attacks against them. Or you can lock on to a ship, which would mean your next attack guarantees hits. But you are looking for a way out. Some means of...
Yeah, so... I'll go with the cut through the disturbance. And try and get us a good path out to try and lose some of these folks.
Yep. As opposed to like having a set destination, it's more of like finding the gravity wells that will help slingshot you, finding the debris fields that you can kind of lead them into, and just giving you a general trajectory of your best mathematical chance of escape.
Yeah, because we don't have a set destination. We're just here, and I'd like us to get to not here.
Ideally, yeah. But yeah, I'll say that with that trajectory in mind, Boz, you would have a upper hand to all of your rolls to try to escape.
Beautiful. Then yeah, I will continue going. I guess still just evasive maneuvers. I guess I'd kind of be the go-to to just keep flying wherever we're being
mobility at a
led.
+1.
An upper hand means 3.
Dice,
Drop the lowest.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, that was a 1. And it's a +1.
Yep.
That's 8.
Beautiful. Hit another gravity well, and again the ship is just shaking violently as it whips around. I think technically should have gone, but they're going to go now. One of them, at least, is going to make a weapons attack. They're going to go for a broadside. They're going to try to roll twice. No, it's 6. That's 10. They are going to do 1 damage to your hull.
Rude.
Right.
Thankfully, most of your hull doesn't really lead to anything. It's just empty space. But still, rude. Very rude.
The laser somehow goes down the breakfast chute.
Right.
Yeah, it's up to back to you. Whoever wants to go.
Okay. I don't think that's a good idea. Never mind. I'm gonna rethink that.
I can go run damage control.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do damage control on our hull to potentially ignore a point of damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna choose hull, ignore a single point of damage until the start of your next turn.
Yep.
So I am actually. Then in that case, ignore. That was 1 point of damage to our hull, right? So I'm going to do that, ignore that point of damage, and then I'm going to try and reinforce to our hull again. Our body, rather.
Okay. So the next time that
So-
your body would be damaged, you make a body check to try to ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're going
That's
to
only
try
a
to do.
6, though.
Well, you don't have to roll until they actually hit you.
Oh, okay.
Which they're going to try to do. A broadside attack. It is an 8, which doesn't hit because you did evasive maneuvers. And a 4. Nope. They're wildly shooting at you. Clearly not trained, they are just trying to hit. And there's only one left that has yet to fire. But back to you. If there's anyone left,
Try shooting.
I would say, yeah. I would say the only thing I would probably do is try shooting as well.
yeah. I mean, fancy if you want to run over just the guiding system where Quinn is firing your one
Absolutely.
and only makeshift weapon.
You just do your best.
All right, that's 3d6.
Are you doing a broadside or a targeted shot?
We're gonna do a targeted shot again.
Okay.
And I dropped the lowest.
Yep.
That is a 7.
That's not enough to do it. Trying to again aim for one of those engines, but it just glances off.
And you like do it and you and I'm like, I'm really trying, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you're fine at that one. I thought you. No, we're good. I'm on the same
Yeah.
page now.
Yeah.
The last one is also going to try to open up the broadside. 6 and a 10. It is just hitting the body, so Hale, you can make a body check. Try to ignore the damage. No. The shot does go through, even though Hale is desperately trying to get you patched up. They are just putting more holes into the ship.
How much body do we have? Like, how much till we need to worry?
I believe it's once you hit negatives, but I'm
Oh.
gonna double check that.
Yep, I can also.
Taking damage. Roll a d6 on the ship damage table when a vehicle is dealt 3 or more damage by an attack. Or if you're hit by an attack from a military weapon, which I actually should have rolled. A 3 was just -1 body, and a 2 was -1 body.
What's our total for our ship's body?
Your body is 2. Big boy.
But so now it's 0?
Now it's 1 because Hale is ignoring 1 point of the damage.
Oh, that's right.
Damage can be repaired with the repair action. If 2 stats drop below 0, the ship's power grid becomes damaged, and someone had better repair the ship before it fails completely. If all 3 stats drop below 0, abandon ship.
Oh no.
Okay.
But with the one that you damaged with their -1 mobility, at this point they would be out of range. They can't keep up with you to try to still hit you. There are only 2 left. Who wants to kick us off?
So with the check from last time, do we just have the upper hand on mobility checks going
Permanently-
forward?
Yeah, as for this
Okay.
escape, yeah.
Then Pop will try and get us to lock on to one of the other 2 ships that are chasing us.
Yes. All of your attack rolls then will have a +1.
That's an 8.
Beautiful. Have the lock-on coordinates. One of them that's still in range is going to try to open up with a targeted shot. They're going to try to hit your mobility as well.
No.
But not with a 7, they won't. Back to you.
What?
I could this time instead make an attack run, so that'll decrease the number you'll need to hit to attack them.
Bring it down to a 7,
What?
yeah.
I'll do that.
Built in
I'll-
+1, your odds are good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, like kind of pull back to slow down to kind of get like right behind one, so it's just like perfectly in line.
Just slam the brakes so they both go already past us.
yeah. And then we
Nice.
yeah, that is 8. What do we? Wait, no, sorry, 9 plus 1.
What's what?
10.
And yeah, they are just kind of turn to get that perfect lined up shot, and you have the lock on. And in
Yeah.
fact, I would say that if two of you want to hop on weapons this round with how much of an advantage you have, you can fire it more than once. But you do get to fire at you first. Of course, targeted shot at your mobility. Not with the 7.
Mhm.
If one of you wants to fire, by all means. Or hail if you want to
yeah, I
start the
can
repair
fire.
process.
Or either way.
I could do that real quick, and y'all can blast. Okay, in that case, we'll repair that hit to the hull. One hit to the hull we took.
You're just continuing to ignore that 1 damage. Oh,
Mm-hmm. And how much? Sorry, how much did we take last time to the hull? It's just the one, right?
just the 1, yeah.
That's the
Okay, perfect. In that case, and they just missed hitting us
Yep.
on
This round,
our
they-
mobility. Okay, cool. In that case, I am gonna take another gamble and try and reinforce hull again, in case they hit it. So yeah,
Oh, yeah, you don't do
Roll
anything
one.
until
Yeah.
they hit you. I know.
I'm just ready.
But Fancy and Quinn, if both of you want to open fire, now is your opportunity. Either targeted shot, which lets you target a specific stat, or a barrage, which just fires twice.
I will do a targeted shot for sure.
good because I want to do barrage.
Okay.
It's within my wheelhouse. Like,
So do I only get 2d6?
Yep, you get
Since-
2d6, but it's +1 from the lock on, and your target number is a 7 instead of an 8.
Well, I got with a +1, I got a 10.
Another one of their mobility is shot. They will not be able to
Yep.
keep up from here out. And Fancy. Now
okay. And
Open up with that barrage.
2 or 1?
2 shots. The first one is normal, second one is against the odds.
Okay, and it's 2d6, yes?
Yep.
Alright. So I don't have any, I do have modifiers, yes? I get a +1 to the first one? Is that what you just said? Okay. Then it is a 7.
7 is what you need because of lockdown.
Okay, and the second one doesn't hit.
And we roll a d6 for the amount of damage.
2.
2 is just -1 body. If you roll 6 on that roll, then you get a roll twice and keep both results. It's
Oh,
brutal.
nice. That's awesome.
There's only one left. The other 2 have had their engines shot out, unable to keep up. Up the last round. Ideally, last round, anyways. Who wants to kick us off?
I mean, I can lock us on again.
For it.
That's another 8.
All your shots get +1. They're gonna go for a barrage because those targeted shots aren't working. 7, that's gonna miss. And the barrage is double 1s. Back to you.
I guess I'll just keep the attack run, maybe. Just
Keep
give
the
you
attack
a
run,
double
yeah.
bonus again.
I mean, it's now 1-on-1. You've outrun the other 2. The odds are in your favor.
Yeah. Look them up. That is 9, right? +1? Yes.
Means these shots have a +1, and their target number is reduced again. They are ripe for the picking.
Okay.
And on their turn, but they don't have any more guns to fire, but they are going to try for communications.
Please stop kicking our asses.
Basically, you would actually get a mayday signal, a sign of, we get it, you win, we want to talk, there's no need for this to go any further.
I like look. Fancy looks over at Boz and is like, legitimate.
I mean, they're pirates. As legitimate as we are. Y'all want to talk it out? We want to finish it up. What you feeling, Quinn?
Prefer let my guns do the talking, but might as well let them, because maybe they'll tell us who they're after. Like, why are they chasing us?
Yeah, who was that Marl fella? All right, you give me enough good information, we might stop shooting at you. All the yell back in comms.
I like the way you think. You are something. Wait, I admit we underestimated you. You certainly don't appear to be quite the formidable vessel that you are, but here we are. Two of our ships already quite smoking wrecks, but too close for comfort.
Who was that fourth ship?
Oh, that lawman? Taken care of. No need to worry.
And I like grab it and I'm like, who are you looking for? We need names.
There's a bounty registered. A tracking chip coming from your vessel. I have the bounty number. I doesn't exactly have a name attached to it.
Give me that number real quick. Just want to confirm with my records.
Yeah, send it over.
Does this line up to the guy
It's the dog.
or not? Is this the old man's number?
It is the old man.
All right.
Dang it.
Okay.
I was like, no.
I'm still thinking it might be the dog or the gun, but well, finders keepers. Just too slow. Sucks to be you. I don't know what those sayings are, but I appreciate the hustle. Game recognized game, whatever. But we're gonna keep moving.
Only fair. You have won this. Truly. Consider yourselves victors. We will pursue you no more.
What's your name?
I was like,
Like the Cudio jib.
As a professional courtesy, or are you coming on to me?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what time takes us.
They call me the Doctor. Dr. Blackwood.
Oh, all right. Well,
would
Dr.
would
Blackwood.
I? Oh,
Okay, go on.
sorry. Would I know this name?
How much have you looked into local criminal records?
Mm, I wouldn't say I would be like super familiar with particular criminal records, but I feel like if it was a name that was local-ish, I could possibly I'd have a pretty good chance, I think, of knowing it. Can
How about roll your savvy?
I was like, yeah, can I use that? Okay, like, okay. It is a 9.
Yeah, good enough. I mean, the Doctor is obviously a code name or a call sign used by
Mhm.
tons of people, but specifically Dr. Blackwood, if it's the same doctor, this individual does have a history of flying in kind of the edges of policed space. Sometimes offering medical assistance to those that maybe can't afford it or live outside of the law and can't legally get it, but also maybe known for going into battles and, harvesting parts to sell on the black market. Things like that.
Is is the under I should say, is the tone more nefarious, like is his reputation or their reputation more nefarious, or is it along the lines of typical space pirate behavior?
That
Stays.
depends if you believe the official police reports.
Okay.
Because he's either a philanthropist, entrepreneur that just scavenges bodies from, space battles, or a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Okay. I share that information with Boz. I'm like, Boz, this is what I know. Reputation, again, we're just coming back here, is subjective, so.
That's what I'm hearing. Well, Dr. Blackwood, I'm sorry for the damage we did to your ships, though I bet you can understand why, but I do thank you for dealing with the lawman for us, so how about, as repayment, if we ever run into each other in the same bar, I owe you a drink.
Do you believe that we opened fire first? It was only fair.
Whatever, whoever started it, it's 'cause we still have our bounty in our hands, so drinks on me.
Hold you to it. Good luck. And so you're still on the sensors, right?
Yeah.
Make an observation roll for me, please.
I sure can. That's a flat 8.
There's a moment where it looks like their ship, their weapons lock back on, but you don't see anything powered up. Nothing fires, and then it disengages.
So just keep an eye on them. I don't think they're done with us.
Yeah.
After that, they do
Oh.
turn and just jet away.
Fancy takes his opportunity to be like to set everything back to like neutral position and such, and immediately gets up and goes to the showers we don't use.
Prisoner's still there.
Well, this is happening too. We're heading the fuck back to where we need to drop this. No more dilly-dallying.
How'd we fare up there? Didn't blow us up? Props to your pilot. Can you call her a pilot if she has no clue what she's doing?
I mean, yes, she can fly. It's a pilot to me.
I got a stash of credits just waiting for me out there. If you just open the door, just send me out in a shuttle, I can wire them your way.
I appreciate the offer, but I actually came for an exchange of information and not money, which is a real shame.
Information for me?
Yeah.
I don't know what I could possibly have for you, but
Well, tell me why the doctor is looking for you. Is it just purely the bounty? Is there something else?
we may have a history together.
All right, then spill them beans.
I am a desirable catch, alright? Stands up and gestures at the rail thin body, this scraggly ass beard.
Well, I'm not one to insult people's looks, but I mean, I'm not saying, you're not desirable. I'm saying you're in my ship with my crew in a dirty bathroom. So I'm going to need you to tell me the information I'm looking for. Otherwise, you could just stay in this dirty bathroom.
You you let me get a few hours of sunshine up above deck. I'll tell you. How's that?
See now, I think you have me confused with somebody who negotiates. This is not optional, dear friend.
Well, then what incentive do I have to comply? You're not gonna shoot me, and you're gonna hand me over no matter what I tell you.
I mean, only I'd say 50% of that's correct, sir. And I'm gonna let you try and figure out which one it is.
So there is a rule in this game where if any roll would ever have three stacking instances of getting the upper hand, you don't need to roll. It is considered a critical success. With the current
Yay.
situation, with your attitude, and with the fact that he is in no position to negotiate, I I feel like that is enough stacking. That's
Yay.
just kind of hang his head, like come up to the door. You don't know about the doctor. Pain in my ass. We used to do some business. I maybe planted a few transponders on some ships I knew were headed into dangerous territory. They'd keep an eye on them. Moments those transponders went off that their ship maybe didn't quite make it. Doctor'd be there to collect. I may have been paid off to set those transponders on some military vessels. Some people that wanted the doctor apprehended. Apparently, he escaped.
Well, I'd say, I guess, how lucky for us and how unlucky for you.
I'm locked in here, safe and sound. Doctor's not getting anywhere near me.
Not today.
Well, you're gonna hand me over to the authorities, and they're not exactly gonna let some crazed former medical professional come and exact some vengeance on me.
Well, you see, I'm wondering then. Let me ask you a question. When you would throw those transponders on, was everybody off those ships?
I don't know.
You don't know or you don't care?
I don't care. I got paid either way.
Hmm. In the business, the bodies I see. And when Fancy says this, she feels like she's got the information mostly that she's looking for. Um, and can I make a blues check? But
Absolutely.
I, okay. So because I'm lovesick, anytime what is it? Anytime something makes me,
Oh, you don't
let me
have to
look
make a
here.
check for that. You just add a point of blues.
Oh, okay, great. um, so then Fancy like hears him talking, and it like makes her reminisce a little bit about her former crew and partner, and she is I would say like filled, well, with not necessarily rage, but uncontrollable sadness. And she pulls out the Derringer. I mean, because it's tiny, but
Mhm.
um, and using like the stance that Quinn helped her like start to develop or whatever to like hold it correctly because it's not that big. She does aim very far away from this person, but mostly as a warning shot. Is that? Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I
Absolutely.
would. Okay, I just want to make sure you'd be okay with that narratively. So, I do that, and Fancy looks, and she says, "I guess you don't have to wonder what 50% was wrong." And she walks up the stairs.
You just one single shot down in this room, which I mean, there's such little light that he'd probably see like the flash of the weapon, hear the shot, and just dives to the floor. Just a string of profanities shot in your direction continuously, even as you're turning to leaving. There are screams back at you, calling you every possible name that he can think of. But obviously, his cries quickly fade as you head upstairs.
I hear the shot, wide-eyed, look and see Quinn in the same room as me, then look over at Hop. You said it's only bad when Quinn doesn't know what it's from.
Hal, that wasn't me this time.
Yeah,
As
that's
I'm
bad.
leaving, I grab something down. I'm like, "It was me," and like,
She's got ears like a goddamn bat.
I think as we slip off back into the void of space, that's a fantastic place for us to take a quick break. We're a little bit late doing so, but that's okay. We'll be back in just a few minutes to turn in this bounty, which I'm sure will go just
gonna
fine.
go fine already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
Nothing,
go
nothing
great.
bad will happen.
See you soon, everyone. And welcome back, partners. Where we done there left off, we'd managed to survive an ambush from some no good ne'er do wells looking to snatch up our rightly earned bounty. Turns out it was just a simple misunderstanding, though. They're looking for a fella that you happen to have aboard, but well, respect goes a long way. So does a high powered mining laser. They bowed out, they let you go on your way, and we are headed for greener pastures. Unless there's anything that you'd all like to do in the following couple weeks of travel, we can jump to that. Otherwise, it's an uneventful trek.
I'm definitely in the process of like teaching Jeannie to do something annoying on command.
And all I do is give Jeannie treats every time I Pavlov the crap out of this dog to like be so happy when it sees me to just irritate the shit out of Hale.
I put a lot of work into making Jeannie a very nice bed in my room.
I think
And
maybe
also
I'm
trying to do
training
basic
Jeannie
training.
to sleep in Hale's bed instead. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Love.
I
Incredibly
am
smart
not
dog.
practicing my gun.
Good call. Yeah, Genie, incredibly smart dog. Like, historically, retrievers, very intelligent, very loving dogs. But there's points where you'll just be having a conversation and he's just sitting there staring as if he were listening.
Oh yeah, you know.
And like just
Mhm.
doing something once, as if he sees you do something, he immediately is there to repeat it and just understands what you're saying, the commands you're giving. Either all dogs are incredibly intelligent, which is why they're so prevalent in human history, or this dog is very special.
I wish that was the case. um, I I'm not very technologically savvy per se. Um, I wouldn't say like I'm not going to be testing on this dog by no means, but I am definitely looking to like with what you said and how we see that uh they are the smartest dog in the whole wide world, goodest boy. And um I want to note it like I want to make any note of any other like discrepancies with electronic equipment, and if there's a list of those, and like make a list of those if I notice them, or like we all start like compile. I'll make everybody compile it with me. Sorry, if you're willing.
You'd have weeks of really not much else to do other than hyper focus on this dog that is loving the attention. But yeah, everything seems to really react the way you'd expect at this point. Electronics go a little haywire. He can open doors. He can make consoles turn on and off. He can activate and deactivate alarms. Some of it consciously, some of it just seems to happen.
Okay. I'm really trying to figure out this dog, y'all.
I don't think this ship is really equipped with any sort of medical equipment whatsoever.
It would have
Just
some.
probably fix that.
There's
Yeah.
definitely some
Band-Aids.
medic something on here. There has to be.
There was a crate
Bandit.
marked medical supplies that smells like it was loaded on this ship when it was built.
Easy, Genie. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're the full immersive experience here. Okay. Dang it. It's really trying to pull one out for us, but
I mean, maybe when we hit like a planet somewhere, we can take them to a veterinarian or mechanic or whatever it was that we were contemplating.
Think
Also,
about
we should
it.
definitely get some new medical supplies for the ship.
Maybe we should find a doctor
yes.
to pick up,
That's true.
or a robot doctor. Do they have?
Yeah, I think those are just called mechanics.
Not a doctor for robots, a robot who is a doctor.
Also,
You gotta be very clear with that with the salesman. Yeah. Either
We could
way,
just call our friend the doctor. Like,
we're not calling on a pirate. Is he our friend now?
no.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't like his Bob's friend.
I mean,
Yeah, we got along just fine. Shot at each other.
Boss.
Now we're gonna go have a drink.
He's a pirate.
Yeah, we ain't that far off
I
from
was
it
like,
either.
I think you mean where are the pirates?
Yeah.
Didn't it take someone else's bounty?
And
Hey,
someone else's
hey.
ship.
Hey, all you, start practicing for when my parole board's up. We are bounty hunters.
We should
Oh.
probably get the ship registered before then, because right now
We're
we
not
do look mighty suspicious.
registered.
We got the ship. It came and got you. It's
Okay,
on the
first
to-do
off,
list.
would you like to still be in jail?
At this point, it's starting to look pretty nice, and rather, or larger matter of fact, it's starting to look like I'm going back there either way.
But this at least this time you'll have some company.
All of us.
And ain't you all pleasant?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
some of us, and I like look over at boss.
Somebody ought to knock your two heads together.
Well, it's not gonna be
See if-
me.
See if you can get one full brain out of it.
Oh, hardy her.
Either way, let's turn in our damn bounty and get ourselves some.
I am
of this
looking.
pen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some cash flow.
Alright. Well, unless there's anything else.
You didn't shoot him, fancy, right?
Who?
The bounty. I heard a gun go off. I'm pretty sure the whole ship did.
Oh. No, I would not. Not yet, at least. I want money is more important right now. I get it. No, I would not. I was just practicing.
You know my stance on practicing on shit. if Jeannie were not here to hear me say such hard words.
Are you worried about the dog listening to your language?
You worried about keeping all your fingers attached to your hand?
No, you can't just
You
keep
are
making.
being awfully mean.
I know you can't keep making veiled threats. One day you're
And
gonna
we
have
had the
I
same
don't think it was
threats.
veiled. That was
Yeah,
that was pretty.
That was pretty
unveiled.
outright. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then you can't make empty threats anymore either. You're gonna have to start following
No.
through with
Oh,
some of
shit,
We
this.
don't got to tell him that. He don't got to do that.
He will fill those threats.
Boss is sitting on her hands now.
And as we
He
know,
knows how we're
we
at
do
it.
not have any medical supplies on this ship, so don't
Yeah.
antagonize the very large man.
Why don't
Prone
you
to
rest
Why
on
don't
violence.
you
his-
go? Why don't you go down to your room with Jeannie there
And
and
get a snack.
cool off? A snack?
Get your juice box and go sit in timeout.
I'm gonna go check on our little prisoner here real fast. Just make sure he didn't get glanced or something.
All right.
I
Someone's
still
poor
heard him
shoot.
sobbing through the breakfast chute. He's still alive down there.
The breakfast chute. Get out.
Yeah, but apparently we have one. It's where the boss keeps shoving. So, did you put the soup down there? Because how's he supposed to eat that?
I did put it in a Ziploc first.
Mm.
Ziploc has
Still not-
survived 1,000 years.
Of course it has. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Cheap
They're the biggest
plastic
corporation in
containment
the
units?
universe.
It's a legally distinct closed thing.
They indebt
We're not
planets,
friends,
and then
Ziploc.
if you don't pay in time, they just lock your planet off from the rest of the universe.
Just open it back up.
That's awesome.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna
you
go
wanna
down and
Pop down.
I'm gonna bring Jeannie down and do whatever a close approximation to a gym is, and start beating the hell out of the latest dummy I've constructed from spare supplies.
I mean, much like everything else that Genie watches, he's just watching you, like, hit this thing and, step back and just kind of go through those motions as if you were in combat. And you would feel like a big furry creature suddenly by your side, and, like, you go to make a strike, step back, and big old golden retriever jaws just bite down at, like, the bottom of the dummy and just start, like, dragging it away from you.
Dang it, Jeannie. That's not how you... I mean, good dog, but not good. How do I train you? How do I explain to you morality and
How do
combat?
I teach the dog kung fu?
How do I reach this dog?
Sick reference.
Happiest,
That's six
the
references.
galaxy's happiest dog with the most
And angers.
angriest, like, most loving group of criminals that he possibly could have ended up with. Anyways, anyone else? Before we arrive at Haven. A former prison colony, abandoned, built into a large asteroid belt. 1 for protection, 2 for hiding, and 3 just really have infinite space to expand, or they had back when this was a government-funded operation. Now it's been taken over by the Bounty Hunter Board. There are small patrol ships that would come out to meet yours as soon as you enter the space. You'd receive a hail of, "Hey, you don't mind sending over your credentials? We'll get you checked in and have you landed. If you don't have credentials, lie to me and send me something anyways."
I got him here somewhere.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah. Yeah, good. If we need his bounty hunting info, but then whatever for the ship is just our general fake call name until we actually have something for real.
Clearly takes no effort to look into it. It is purely just logging your information in the travel log. Moments later, you get the green lights to pull on in.
Wait, is this the same place we picked up?
No,
Okay, good.
no, that was kind of like a space hub where that gang happened to be getting drinks and happened to be talking about the bounty they had picked up from here, and you stole it from them.
Perfect.
But yeah, gliding on in between the rock formations, your ship comes to a very sudden halt, as this isn't necessarily made for very precise maneuvers. The dockmaster, staring at your ship, probably is cursing under his breath a little, but little repair drones just start flooding out, just assessing your ship. And they'd all get like front to back, and normally at this point they'd start tending to the more damaged parts of vessels. But they all just kind of stop as if they have no clue where to even start. Hey,
Shrug and look like, yeah.
captain of whatever this rust bucket is. You doing all right in there?
Baz is quiet for a minute, still forgetting that she's technically captain's like, oh, yeah. I had a bit of a run-in with some no-good pirates, and we're still flying somehow, though. Pretty impressive, right?
Looks like you came out of every war I've ever heard of in this thing.
Well, it might have before we got it.
How is it flying exactly?
It could be a little faster for me, but
I mean,
she's alright.
we could patch up some of the scratches, but if you want any real work done, you're probably gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah, I appreciate a little rub and buff on her and everything. And if all goes well while we're here, we'll chat about some payment and some more serious work. How's that sound?
See what we can do for now. And yeah, you don't really have like a bay door that opens up. It's mostly just a welded on big chunk of a ship that they'd like re-hail you on the comms. How do we get in?
Oh, hold on, we got it. Hale, can you kick open the door again?
Do now?
You kick open the door again.
Fine. I go and kick out the air seal lock.
The entire thing just starts to shift over with this ungodly screech. But it finally opens up, and the drones just kind of start flooding in, assessing more of the interior damage.
Yeah, that might need some WD-50.
You just see the dockmaster just.
And I'm like, as the dockmaster is, I'm like, well, she ain't much, but she's ours.
Yeah.
Mostly.
No,
And like
will
just
say-
goes on.
If you could get the airlock, that one I would appreciate and can make sure that works. That's real annoying having to have him kick it every time. And it jams.
can do.
And sometimes you're in space and it jams and whew, hard to get traction then.
See what we can do. Yeah. You're welcome to grab your prisoner. Is anyone staying aboard? Are you all headed into Haven?
I think Hop has to go in because he's the only one with credentials.
I'm definitely going in just because there's people here. The more people are, there's rumors.
Absolutely.
If no one is staying, then I have
Put
got
the
my
dog in charge.
I've got my makeshift leash, for Genie. I have electrical cord and some metal.
You very clearly get stares from everyone. Just like, is that a dog?
One of those dog owners who doesn't actually like hold the leash actively, just kind of has it attached to my wrist like a bungee cord kind of thing.
Genie is like glued to your hip.
Exactly. It's kind of just a formality,
Basically,
honestly.
yeah. But yeah, you'd step into the Haven, seeing this massive open central area. The hum of activity is already audible from a like 8-story building marked with that old-fashioned symbol of a saloon to a massive board that is meant to look like old weathered wooden planks, but instead of like pieces of paper nailed to it, it's holographic displays of people. And of course, the bounty office. Hey. I wasn't kidding. You let me go right now? I got a whole mess of credits just waiting out there for me. I wire them to you the moment I'm free.
What?
Yeah,
Right?
sure you will.
I mean,
I'm old, not stupid.
I look at Hale as I say this, and I'm like, well, I heard prison wasn't that bad. So what exactly are you scared for?
I don't know these people. I don't know what they're gonna do to me. I don't know where they're gonna send me.
Well, why anyway? You don't know them.
I don't know. I didn't file the bounty.
Think of it as an opportunity to make new friends. You know, see a new place, do new things.
It's
Oh, let me.
absolutely gonna try to turn and just sprint away from you.
Oh,
Not gonna
that's
happen.
funny.
In a
Hal.
million years,
Jeez,
not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Hal.
and I just give a quick look, nod of the head, and I imagine Genie can grab an ankle or something or a
Genie
pant
is
leg.
a blur of golden fur that he is just sent to the ground skidding until Genie just physically lays on top of him.
And I'll go walk over and first things first, get a little scrap of meat to Genie and pick up Genie off our perp and then grab him by the belt and just start walking them back. I really want to get us magic sunglasses. That's all I can think about now.
Yeah. Reaching the office, you wouldn't hear another peep from him.
Before we get to the office, or maybe while conversation's being had, can I try and like kind of whisper to him?
Yeah, for sure.
What was his name?
Silas.
Silas. That's right. Silas. I know you're kind of new to knowing us, and you're just hearing things from the showers, through the breakfast shoot and all. We're not too bad at breaking people out of jail, finding them getting out of sticky situations.
I'm listening.
You said you got some credits hid somewhere.
I do.
What about a bit of a trade? Tell me where they are, and make sure they're real. We come break your ass out of here.
How do you
Do I
feel
hear
about
this?
a savvy roll with a
Mm-hmm.
-1?
I would love to, because I will use my thing to make it uh not against the odds, the other one.
Uh, roll with the
Uh
upper hand.
And
In fancy, I think that depends on how close you are to your captain.
I'm definitely not keeping it like hidden from my crew because I assume they know when I'm telling a fucking
Just
story here.
onlookers.
Yeah, but onlookers and important
Okay.
people.
Okay.
But
That's all I wanted to know. I think I wanted
yeah.
to make sure that it wasn't.
All right. So I roll, but then -1.
3d6, drop the lowest, -1.
Okay. And then I've got a +2, so I'll just only add a
That's
1.
fine, yeah.
Yes. That is good. One was a 1, and then it was a 4 and a 6. So 10, 11.
All right. But you're not gonna have much use for what you're gonna find. It's more physical assets that I can turn into credits, you see.
There's always semantics catch. All right.
I got a stash. It's hidden out there. Like, takes just a moment to stop and you know slow this traveling and lists off a string of coordinates that Andrew has no idea what that would be.
Yeah. I'm taking note.
There's tools. We'll just say some tools and some robotics there that I was working on prior to my incarceration in space.
Uh-oh.
Mm. All right. I just gotta ask because you did have quite a sassy AI give us some trouble previously. If we go make sure that these exist, are these robotics gonna like jump on us? Is there any sort of safety measures I gotta like put into play for this nonsense?
Should all be long since dormant.
Nah, should. No.
And to clarify, we have we were able to hear this. Fellow crew members could hear this dealing,
I
or
believe
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I mean, I assume you're still holding him, so I'm like doing
oh,
this
good,
right
yeah,
in front
yeah,
of you.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's extremely fair. I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, of
Quinn
course.
is
Like, you guys
just
are having a side somewhere. I'm like, wait, no, I literally have
It
him
took the
Yeah.
kicking a
makeshift
wedgie.
leash.
Look,
Yeah.
y'all see the flare of the nostrils of Boz, knowing that she's totally telling him a fucking line to get info.
I mean,
Quinn
if-
is not like she's listening. She's more like watching the crowds to make sure
Uh,
no one's getting too close or anything.
my thing is, if he's given us coordinates, and I get any kind of feeling that this transaction has gone down, I want to like haul him up a little bit higher. Just like gonna want to master this little breathing technique here. Kind of gonna ground you after the virtual suspension sessions. And he looks, and it's not like an intimidating glance. It's very like earnest and just like shows him. It's not quite square breathing. It kind of seems to focus on the act of breathing more than holding. In either of those, kind of more rectangular. When you come out, have you been in jail before?
Few times.
Oh, well, you already should know this, but I know this might be new for you. And he's going to talk him through what appears to be a lot of kind of almost meditative stuff.
Okay.
A lot of like ways to get in touch with your physical body again, which is definitely odd given the character I have presented thus far to the Midnight Society. But if possible, I believe that triggers a blues
Absolutely.
as
it
I'm
would.
fulfilling this end of the deal. So that's just the 2d8. Looking to get above 7.
Uh, is this from your trouble?
This is from my troubles. Yes,
I believe
I am. Because I'm remembering. I'm recalling information about time I was behind bars.
I believe that just gives you a blues. I don't even think you have to roll for it.
Oh, don't
Hey,
I?
making me question.
I think the roll comes when you hit a certain amount of blues.
55.
Oh, because it's like every 2 blues you can get a gambit. So maybe it's like because I will have hit 2 blues as I'm
Yeah,
bluffing this dude.
I was gonna say this would also
I'm
be a
at
2
3.
blues for me. You're at 3.
Yeah. Blues, I have
Take
0.
care of
Yeah.
yourself. Jeez.
Character makes a blues check whenever something terrible is happening to them. Measure
I'm a
stress
sad
and
dog.
turmoil. Blues checks often relate to a character's troubles, but
Mm,
anything that saddens them might call for a blues check. You are absolutely correct. We should have had blues checks for everyone so far.
a round of blues checks from all my friends.
I'm done 2 today.
We can roll everyone's once we're wrapped up.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone remember that if you got blues this episode, we need to roll a blues check for you.
Okay. Is it alright if I just write down the result I just got for rolling this blues right here?
Go.
Cool. So, should I tell you? Or
Keep it a secret.
save it? Keep it a secret in my heart? Alright, cool. Alright, and you add a grit to that, otherwise I will forget. Okay. In that case, once he's done, I just slacken it. Captain.
All right, Hop, I think this is your territory now. Turn this fella in. I'm sure we'll be seeing him again soon, though. Give him a little wink.
Swap the grip to more of an actual proper wedgie thing and put him upright and place him down right next to Hop. And then put a real gentle hand on Hop's shoulder. You got this, old man. I'll hold the door open for Hop.
Even your gentle hands hurt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ops, you are free to
yeah,
escort the
I'll
prisoner on in.
take the guy up to the little kiosk.
I go with Hop after I hand the dog back off.
Very petite secretary-like woman is sitting there waiting, tapping away on a console. Looks at you, looks at your bounty, immediately pushes the keyboard out of the way. This is an unexpected but very pleasant visit. Welcome back.
Good seeing you again.
So you have a
Okay.
repeat offender.
I do, and I have the paperwork. Yeah. Please. Oh, there it is. And yeah, I assume there's some sort of paperwork for this that'll hand over.
It's usually yes. In this instance, she just kind of waves you off, calls some of the staff to come and take him from you. You have a very long day ahead of you, sir. As I'm sure you're well aware, you have a lot of people very interested to get their hands on you. As for you, Quincy, payment is in order. I do believe this bounty was set at 5 credits, but the fact that he seems to be unharmed, I don't see any harm in making it a full 6. How does that sound to you?
And not for lack of trying. What's with the 6, though?
When she says that, I kind of just smile.
Yeah, your credits are promptly sent over to your account. And you've turned in bounties before. You know that 1, maybe 2 guards, depending on how dangerous or, physically impressive some of these bounties can be. There's about a dozen guards that come out for this escort. Oh,
Yeah, you
Good
sure
luck,
done pissed
fellas.
off a lot of folk.
But you are now rich. 6 credits goes a long ways.
Before he leaves, and like before they're like out of sight, and like all these people come up with, I'm assuming the secretary is still there, correct?
Oh yeah, she didn't go anywhere.
Okay. Well, Fancy asks, why so many? I let them obviously let them take him and stuff, but I do want him out of earshot. But I'm asking why so many.
She's dangerous. And I think still kind of within view. It's like you're probably staring through like a glass door that they've took him in, and it's like decompressing. It's disinfectant has like filled the room to like get all the lice off of him. But as they're like stripping him, there's like cybernetics that they're very carefully removing. Like weaponry is just being pulled off of him all the while he's just standing there.
He was that cybered up and all he did was threw a piece of pipe at me?
Maybe it was malfunctioning. Not sure.
I'd have been working.
I'm sure if he was truly at full ability, he'd be much more difficult to capture. Regardless, your reward is the same either way.
We're so lucky we didn't have trouble with him.
Indeed. And we greatly thank you for your service.
Wait, quick question. I know Hop here's registered. How might I go about registering to be a bounty hunter or whatever it is, this paperwork he's got?
I think I could fast track that for you. Smile. And like one of her eyes just kind of starts to turn, like the little camera lens. A moment later, like the 3D printers just starts whirling to life, and it prints a certificate with your picture on it, a bounty hunter ID number. There you are.
Oh, ain't that just fancy? Well, I appreciate it. Figured it might be good to have a couple of us. Dangerous business. Old age, you know.
Exactly.
You say this, and I'm like, me next. Like, and I just like scoot over in front, and I'm like,
Yeah. Again, the eye just kind of turns to focus, and your card is printed.
awesome.
If you need anything else, the bounty board outside should have all the information you need. Feel free to speak with the dockmaster for repairs. Get a drink.
A drink, you say?
It's nothing fancy at this part of the galaxy, but they get by.
Okie dokie. What do you say? I like to look at everybody.
Go for a drink.
With the dog, I assume.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not want pleasurable company?
Well, yes, I do. And like, Fancy doesn't give you any banter at all. Like, nothing.
Well, then good, because I'm coming along with the dope.
Well, then that's precisely what I wanted you to do. And I like, and I like start walking off.
Anyone else coming? Come on now.
I can drink.
I know you
I mean,
can drink.
The last time we drank, I don't, didn't
Yeah,
end up,
I would.
so.
I would like another shot at it where my life isn't constantly being threatened and then also a bar fight breaks out.
And no.
Y'all born drinkers.
Now, we can threaten other people's lives, just not mine this time.
I'll think about it.
On your way to the Dusty Spur, you pass by a handful of garages where there are automatons just busily at work, fixing, little single-person speeders, fixing up armored exosuits, probably commissions that were brought by while people spent time in Haven. And Genie promptly stare at them and then just start heading off. Eventually, that leash would go tight, but he'd still continue to try to walk, just like pulling with all his little 60 pounds of might.
Hey, Genie. Oh, he's gonna get a drink with all our friends. You wanna come get a drink?
Still trying to pull the much larger man towards the garage.
Alright, I'm gonna go let Genie go where he wants to go.
Where does he
Y'all-
want to go?
Well, that's what I'm gonna go find out. You go get me something nice to wet my whistle.
Think
I'm
maybe
gonna
we
come
should.
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this. We'll stay a few feet back, but I don't know. I'm seeing where this
You're
goes.
on your own, but we'll stand in the back while you do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You all are so encouraging. Come on,
I've
Genie.
got a magic
Come-
dog that's interested in something. I'm gonna see where the magic dog is interested.
That's a fair point. That's a fair
Maybe
point.
they found the owner.
There's a lot of reasons to be mad. You can't be mad at you about that. All right. All right. I'll follow Genie to wherever this magic dog's quest is going.
You see probably the mechanic that owns the shop come out, smile on his face, very salesman smile, starts to go into the pitch of like, this is what we have on offer. These are my credentials. I can fix whatever you need. I am here to assist. Genie walks on past, goes to what looks kind of like just this, like upright. Oh God, what is the name for it? Like, what you would use for medical scan for us?
Like an MRI.
MRI,
kind of
that's
thing,
it.
or-
Yes, that's the 3 letters that my brain couldn't come up with. Like kind of upright and kind of goes side to side rather than a table that you're lying down on. And Genie just stands in front of it. The entire thing starts to come to life and just run this scan back and forth over him. The entire time, the owner of this garage is staring at this dog, creature he's never seen, who just turned on his machinery and is just mouth open, staring.
So am I 5 feet back.
The scan quickly finishes. Genie just turns to look at the monitor. An entire stream of data is just flashing across it. Genie turns to look back at you all and just sits down next to you.
Can we get a printout of that, sir?
You got a thumb drive?
Yeah.
Now hold on. What was that?
I don't know.
We don't-
Can we get
We didn't know.
Can we get that?
We do know. We've been working with this dog to
This
do
is a
that.
golden retriever.
What does that mean?
It means Genie's the best dog in the world, probably the universe.
True, they
Wait,
are.
what did your dog just do to my machine?
Oh, nothing.
I'll just go and read the
Scanned
data
the
since
whistle.
he's not. He's in a mood, which fair. But I'm not waiting for him anymore.
I mean, yeah, there'd be basically images of a brain scan of a dog. Not that Box is really any sort of medical professional, but it doesn't take a medical professional to see what should be a normal brain shape and then wires in a box.
He's a robot dog.
That dog is smarter than you, Hale.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Oh my
'Cause
god.
I thought I heard someone who didn't deserve to have their windpipe attached to the rest of their body. Speaking up. What's that?
That's a new threat. That's good. You're getting creative.
I still think you're flirting with me. And like
Maybe I am.
it's, it's like as soon as like Fancy says that, um, she does like turn to Boz and is like follows and looks as well so that she can also like see what Boz sees.
It's
I've kneeled down and I'm face to face to Jeannie. And I'm like, Jeannie, can you talk? Like, is that a thing that you could possibly
My
do?
God.
the mouth opens a little, and a big wet tongue just laughs across your face.
Oh, all right. That's fine. Do you need anything else here? Did you just want to scan your face?
Just sitting there, tail wagging.
I think he wanted us to know he ain't magic, he's mechanic. Cool. Mechanical.
Mm.
How much you want for the dog?
Not for sale.
Oh, come on, everything's got a price. What you want?
Not the damn dog.
Look, we got an exosuit right there. We're perfectly functioning in order, surviving weeks in the vacuum of space. Read straight across.
Tempting, but no. And if I had to say it again, my friends and I and my cool little dog are gonna break some shit in here. Like
All right. I ain't never seen a creature like that before.
they're pretty rare. And like I just turned to go. Like I like find a way to like print that off. Like like print everything and I'm like fumbling around. I'm not
It,
super good at it, but it's a
that
print
like
button. It can't be that hard.
you also just like that Iron Man moment of just like pulling up your own like personal computer, just physically grabbing the data, just moving it over.
Badoop.
Yeah. We touch phones, it's fine.
Like airdropped it.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, if
And then
your dog needs any
sorry.
repairs, happy to take a look.
Thank you. That was actually a concern of ours for down the road, so appreciate it.
Don't tell anybody what you saw.
Uh, Speaking of looking for a medical droid, you see a kind of like an array of them in the back of the garage, all in various states of repair.
How much your Dr. Bots cost?
You want a working one or a broken one?
Yeah, perfectly working.
Right?
You don't think we need a medic bot? Oh, we should maybe spend some of that on the ship itself. Or both.
Come aboard your ship, help install a charging pad. I think they're supposed to come with like a surgery table or something.
The ship's not much good of a crew for it.
Yeah, okay. So credit for bot and install?
You got it.
You do
What you
anything
think,
else
Hoppy?
here?
Repairs, fix up some machines, and
Okay.
a little bit of everything. You looking for
Nice.
something special?
Not necessarily, no.
My name's Mallory.
The urge
by
to
the
try
way.
and recruit this NPC to like join our ship and just be a repairman is so strong.
name's Malachi. Call me Mally.
I like that name. Guys got cool names. Mally. Okay. What's this place we're called? We're on this
Haven.
Haven, that's right.
Does the shop have a name?
Mally's place, I guess.
Good. Excellent. I love the creativity.
You need to
Mally?
name it. It's my house.
Yeah, what just curious. You got any sort of urge to explore, or are you pretty rooted here?
Don't know. Never really thought about it.
Saying we got a ship. A lot of things need fixing on it pretty much all the time. It could be pretty consistent work. Room, board, adventure,
A dog.
a dog that you can hang out with. It is Hailstone.
Think about it. Awfully big step.
Well, we're here for at least a drink.
Yeah. Big steps are the most fun ones. Ain't nothing interesting happening if you're just shuffling.
Well, I gotta see your shit to install this droid anyways.
Which, Hop, you seem to be the man with the money currently.
Maybe
Good
we
for.
should wait to invite him until after we get the ship fixed.
I think you can do the ship fixing for
He
cheaper.
can, yeah.
Just get it fully repaired before we invite this man. Hello, sir. Would you like to join our flying death trap?
Nah, it's a project for him.
We need more people. Thank you.
The medical bed is for the tetanus shots we need.
But
Base
today
tetanus.
it's fine.
What's tetanus? Should I be worried?
Well, you are all free to have a drink, to rest, to recuperate, let off some steam. You can get in a bar fight if you want to, but otherwise everyone else here seems very friendly. You're probably more likely to get into a singing match than an actual brawl. But
Boz is doing drunk karaoke.
Nancy very much likes this place.
I mean, this is kind of what you get from a place that is watched by a lawful organization such as the Bounty Hunters Guild, but still exists outside of any government rule. Things just work here. I feel, unless anyone has anything before we close out, that is a fantastic place for us to put a pin in it.
Buzz is dancing and singing like Neon Moon very drunkenly in a bar somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, we all getting drunk.
Yeah.
Fancy is definitely taking this time to like she's drinking, but she's not like drunk or anything, but she's definitely acting like she is. And just kind of listen to people's conversations.
I mean, for any of you that are interested in such a thing, you of course would have suitors for the evening. This place is full of business folk of all kinds. If that is
And
the kind of
that's why.
companionship you would seek.
And that's why Fancy is listening.
I'm in a good secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in the business information, there are folks here who love to pick up on gossip.
Perfect.
With that,
Quinn is also.
Oh.
Oh, I was just not getting drunk either. She's very distinctly like not try to hide it. She'll have a drink or so, but she doesn't want to get I don't want to shake my nerves up.
Probably get challenged to a game of hover pool, which is like normal pool that we know of, except there's no table and the balls just hover.
I want that to be real now. Thank you.
But I feel with that, we can bring a successful bounty hunt to a close. Our team rich enough to turn their spaceship into not a death trap, and hopefully fund our next adventure. But that's going to be all for us tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to my lovely cast and everyone that came out to support us. I have so much fun doing this. The fact that I get to do this like multiple times a week, every month, all year long is insane. I, in my wildest dreams, never would have figured this was where I would be in my life, but I am beyond grateful that you all made this possible. So, thank you. But I'm going to pass it over, let everyone tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and then we will call it a night. We'll go same order. So up first is Turk.
Hey everybody, I am Turk, or Turk Accented if you are in one of my future streams, in which case I apologize profusely. But speaking of that, if you have enjoyed my performance of Hale and his more soft boy vibes, I mean, look, I had a golden doodle not a few years ago, and this is just really excellent. So if anything happens to Genie, our magic tech dog, I will hurt you in real life.
You know, I would never hurt a pet in my games, ever.
You'd only have them super evolve into forms of electricity. Yeah, it's fine. And now, if you like me and the things I do and the words I say and my face in general, first off, weird. But secondly, you can find me tomorrow night over on Neon Lights Roleplay, where I'll be playing God's Favorite Marine. Well, see, it used to be more of an ambiguous thing. I'm playing a big Space Marine in a big Warhammer game. We're playing Wrath and Glory, and without going into too much detail, at the end of last session, I audibly gasped, involuntarily, I was like, I didn't mean to. It was very unprofessional, but it was great. And so we're picking up immediately from there. And then the big, I don't know, I guess you might have heard of it or whatever, but like Cthulhu Week coming up or something, which you should all be super excited about because, oh my gosh, we have from the 13th to 20th back-to-back days of unending madness. So if you haven't heard already, I'll let Hoot do more logistics talking, but there's going to be a whole bunch of Call of Cthulhu and Delta Green. I'll be running a lot of it. Hoot will be running a lot of it. Holly will be there running things and also in things. That'll be everyone will probably be there at some point or another. Everyone, including you, which you should go because there's some really good stuff and it's going to a good cause. And, if you, I don't know, it's just something I'm really passionate about. If you don't show up, I might hurt my feelings a bit. But beyond that, somehow after Cthulhu Week ends, the 21st will be a session of Oathsworn, which is my baby campaign that I've run on Neon Lights and survived the collapse of many channels, such as my Greek mythology, high fantasy, mush them together, have a great group of players, and enjoy yourselves. And of course, on the 22nd, right back here, being just as aggressive, not passive-aggressive on your screens. Exhale. So, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you can join us more in the future. And see ya. I'm gonna go sit.
Here, fade into the background.
Into the mushrooms.
I'm so comfy back here in the void.
Over to Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. Yes, as Turk said, Cthulhu Week is coming up. I am playing on a Sunday, and I'm playing on a Wednesday, and then I'm GMing the next Sunday. So, you'll be seeing me a lot. But yes, I am OMG, Holly D, pretty much everywhere. add me on whatever social media is not on fire. And yeah, that's it for me. I've really enjoyed this. Had a great time. I'm glad I get to be fancy again. I can't wait to do it in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Over to Taylor.
Hello, I'm Taylor at _ Potato, or just Potato on most places. Other places I don't know. But you can find me in places there. But yeah, I have been Boz, which is, I forgot how fun she has to play, and I am so excited to continue along with this poor gambling addict. Pathological Liar. It's gonna be great. So you can find me playing things here. Obviously this every other Monday, as of like yesterday, playing some Lancer, and every other Saturday playing some Fabula Ultima, which is this Saturday. Come check it out. You can also find me over on High Shelf Collective, where run lots of things over there. This month coming up will be a 2-part episode or series of Cthulhu Dreamt, which is a brand new Kickstarter TTRPG that dropped today. So everyone go look. If you also look on our YouTube, we made a review video about it, so you can go listen to David tell you why it's really, really cool. And it is very cool. And I'm very excited to run this module, which is like a side story from what the whole book is set on. And it's very much like murder mystery vibe. Everybody has their own secrets and goals to do throughout the game too, which is cool. And the coolest part, it's all, you have a musical soundtrack to the entire thing, because it started as a heavy metal band called Cthulhu Dreamt, and then now we have a TTRPG, and they have made all the music for it. And there's little QR codes that tell you when to play it, and it's freaking cool. So come check that out. As well as I'm over on Apocalyptic Unlimited, we're a part of the admin team there. We are all BIPOC group of creatives working to lift up other BIPOC creatives' voices in the TTRPG space. We have every other Monday AP actual play streams of variety of different genres. As well as me, Paul, and Mark J have just really been liking Remnant too, so we like do that every other Monday. So come hang out and video game with us too. It's very fun. And as well as we have our zine dropped last week before. It's issue 0. It's kind of like a little taste to see what's coming up. And then we'll start taking like submissions for future zines from people and stuff. So maybe go check that out. It's all in our Patreon and stuff. That's it. No, it's not. And Girl by Moonlight every Thursday releases a podcast, Bloom and Blight. I run that. It is beautiful and it's amazing. We pre-record it, so I forget to shout it out because it's not in my daily schedule.
Absolutely. Go check out Blue and Blight. 100%.
It's so good. Anna, Archival Dust Money, and Kit, both on here all the time, have just been doing such a freaking amazing job with the production of it. They've produced the whole thing, edited the whole thing. Every time I listen to an episode, I'm like, no, this isn't the same thing. This is so professional. We sound like we know what we're doing and like are really cool. And there's musical sound effects. It's wild. That's it. For real.
Over to Steven.
Well, I thought I had a lot going on, and the 3 people before me happened. Yes, you can find at most places at DJ Stevesaurus. I played Hop, our old man of the crew. That's just his job. He is old man. My job is just old man. But you can find me on other places, mostly on Neon Lights Roleplay, playing the Enforcer Werewolf Percy Drennan in our Bite Marks campaign that is every other Saturday, or in Blade's Will as Akihito Inuzuka, your neighborhood-friendly dog tour. Otherwise, I will be here next week with Turkleton himself in a Call of Cthulhu campaign, which, please come. I am a big scared baby man, so you get to watch a grown, large adult man be scared. That's fun. Who doesn't like that? Any other projects in the work, but we haven't rolled those out, so I'm not going to talk about them. I'm done.
Heck yeah. And then over to... What is Quinn's job on this ship? I think I meant to ask this earlier, but...
She's just the hired gun, I guess. She's just there to shoot things.
helps keep us all centered, really.
Lollygaggers, thank you so much for the raid. We love you so much. Yes, Orbital Blues is an amazing game. We just turned in a bounty for a sizable amount of money. Turns out he was a real bad guy, a real big criminal. But we are taking a breather, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for the next episode of this. But thank you so much for the raid. We love you. Sorry, Harish, go ahead.
No, you're fine. No, I guess Quinn. Yeah, she's just the hired hand. Her thing is the crack shot, so she just does that.
Violence.
Hi, I'm Karish. Yeah, violence. Not as violent as Hale, but violence. I'm Karish. You can find me here on Twitch and on Twitter, pretty much at Karish Valendar. I have stuff going on too, for sure. Tomorrow, I'm actually over on my friend Torqueo Otto's channel here on Twitch. We're coming up to like the ending of our Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign. Kind of doing a big battle war thing tomorrow that I run. So not intimidating at all. And then I will be back here on Friday for Salvage Union, which I'm super excited for that.
Max, if you like Lancer,
Wait.
it's just rules like Lancer.
Yes. Which I will also be playing kind of a southern person, but more redneck southern.
It's my hometown.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family. I'll be playing my dad's side of the family. Let's see. I will also be here for Call of Cthulhu Week. Not as frequently. I'll just be here on next Saturday for Plague of Nightmares, which I think Hoop is running. So, oh yeah, Holly, you're in that too. I don't know who's in what anymore. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it till I'm back here for Orbital Blues. So, yeah.
That just leaves me. Of course, I have been Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's games, and for most games around here, face of a thousand faces, voice of a thousand voices, whatever. I love what I do so very much. Come hang out with us. We have a Discord channel. Link is down below. That big little button that says Discord is where we hang out, post casting file schedules, and just generally be giant nerds. And it's amazing, and I get to meet tons of awesome people like all of these folks on your screen, and just I just love what I do. That's all. That's the vibes for tonight. It's love. Our friends over at Dork Tales are currently live, so I'm gonna throw a raid over to them. Another big, wonderful group of nerds playing the Shards of Nirn. No clue what that is, but we're about to go find out. That's all I got. As always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.